First, G-Pro just did it with cheats.
Yeah, it's just like everyone suddenly contributed after years, even if people have like hardly ever contributed.
Yeah,
everyone who ever like touched the game somehow did something to make all these skips happen, and now this run is
like small,
really good.
Someone did something.
Well, run is really good.
Yeah.
As we see this cutscene for the third time, and yeah.
I didn't get it.
And it's just not happening for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a reason we have this estimate.
Yeah, because like this skip could go very wrong.
Twin Sanity has always been a difficult game to control and predict sometimes even, so yeah. Even though there's hardly any RNG in this game. Actually, none.
There's ants.
Okay, yeah.
Enemies, yeah. They do make a difference.
Yeah. That's true. But it's minimal, so.
Hey, you can try this trick at home.
Yeah.
It requires some really arcane understanding that it took me like ages to actually get it down there.
This is the Secura, gateway to the infinite dimensions, beyond our universe, somewhere between.
So far I get it on this try.
Oh yeah, someone, is that, yeah, Notaku in the chat says the OST is great. So the OST of this game is completely a cappella.
Yeah,
which is
no instruments
nice.
used.
Order of things, with me on
Pretty creative.
Yeah, made by Spiral Mouth.
6 power crystals in order to make the leap, and we have 4. Let's see. That isn't enough! All is lost, unless...
That's a pretty awkward position. I'm getting all the awkward positions possible, it's just... I didn't get it.
God damn it. Yeah, are there any like interesting Twin Sanity facts?
Black Slang, ooh.
Yeah.
He's in the game. Pretty much this entire game's like charm is carried by Black Slang's voice acting. And it's what made Cortex memorable for most people as a character.
Yeah, which is why he's still playing, yeah. The voice
Cortex
actor
is the
for
reason we
Cortex.
still run the game.
Yeah, of course. Oh, well, that's a wasted life right there.
You're gonna get it when you're at 0 lives.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call it. Oh yeah, sure. There's a lot of cut content. So the reason why this game is so broken is because the development was rushed immensely.
Oh, it wasn't really rushed. It's because they didn't know what to do with the game.
Well, yeah, because they had like different visions of it.
Yeah.
And they had to like completely restructure all their work. And then kind of slap it all together into this hot mess right here.
And the reason it's so broken is because it's a hot mess slapped together.
Like they had a lot of cool ideas, but it just didn't. They couldn't come together to like one single thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, from this route, we're missing the coolest uncut, I guess uncut content because it's still in the game, the hoverboard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It
supposed to be out, but it's not.
used to be in any percent because there's an invisible hoverboard in the game that allows you to like.
Alright, that's actually
Ooh, that looks good.
seems good. Yeah.
The further the side you are, the
loads
better
of
off you
Yeah.
are.
Actually, you might show it off after the run because we're like super far ahead of schedule anyway.
Yep, I got it.
There we go.
Hey.
Alright, so that's not quite the end of it yet, but.
It's fine, you'll be fine.
Yeah. So after we get that, you saw Crash Twitch there, that's the indication that we actually got it. So we're gonna come back here, and apparently, for some reason, there's a loading zone to the 4th hub right here.
That means the final hub in the game, by the way.
Yeah, so we teleport. Yeah, now it's it. We actually.
Yeah.
So
So doing that entire setup is required to warp
Yeah.
up to the cutscene and actually make it.
Yeah, otherwise you would just warp on the bottom of the lab and you'd be soft-locked, so.
Yeah, Crash has to be in this sort of weird state where he can trigger a cutscene like this one.
Yeah, so there's no Cortex because Cortex is in the previous chunk, so the game uses that Cortex instead, so that's why he's not in the cutscene. But since that Cortex is now deleted, we can spawn the Cortex that's supposed to be in this chunk. we can respawn him back and do another skip, which is gonna be a skip to the final level.
Yeah, so he reloads the chunk then.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get Cortex back.
Like, I have to do a lot of mental gymnastics to understand this nonsense, but yeah.
Cortex is also required to climb up this entire laboratory thing and then skip to the final level, because conveniently this game is designed to be like an open world game. Sort of. So they added a lot of backtracking elements, which means if you can skip to them, then you can obviously unbacktrack to the final like parts of the game.
Which is what he did with Nut Skip, by the way.
Yeah.
So, same idea there.
Aw.
And with a lot of things. So far.
Like an old skip in the second hub used to be the mountain skip.
Yeah.
That also uses the same sort of idea there, where you skip to the final level of the second hub.
The Smart is doing this version where if you jump up and
Oh
then
my
time
God.
it so that Cortex spawns to you midair, you can jump off of his head in midair, and that's like a quadruple jump effectively.
Oh, Cortex died. Alright, so, yeah. Oh, I have no Cortex, that's nice. I hope the game doesn't crash.
Actually, breakfast.
That'd be unfortunate.
Wait, you have to do Rock Slide now.
Yeah, I have to do
Oh,
rock slide now.
Yeah,
Because I
okay.
have no Cortex, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see the warp skip,
Gonna
just
sleep
check
actually.
any run
Like,
on the
Like, I'm not
warp
sure I
then.
can even jump, because I think if I jump, the game will actually, like, crash. Okay. Good, I just threw invisible Cortex somewhere.
Yeah, so unfortunately he's gonna have
Yeah.
to do a level now.
Yeah, but it's fine, though, it's, like, really short. We're gonna do the old skip instead.
Here you go, entertainment value.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh yeah, there's no Cortex here. What's gonna happen? I have no idea what's happening.
We'll have to see. So the cutscene's glitching out.
I think that's a hill you're about to embark here, yeah.
Yeah, I think nothing's happening, or...
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, there's an ant.
There's an ant. I think the cutscene's stuck.
It might be, because Cortex is not there, so Crash can't, you
this
know,
is-
kick him down and
This
do
is
Rock Slide Rumble.
unexpected, so
Kiełbaska biała.
I mean, fortunately, there are a couple of safety saves
This
here.
has never
Yeah.
happened before.
so I'm
Yeah,
gonna use
sure,
another
you can-
save. So
Zostaw teraz.
illegal run now, so we can like come back to Hub 4 instead. We're gonna do the old setup, I guess.
Sklep.
So we're gonna go back to Hub 3 in the save, which has gives me the ability to go to Hub 4 instantly.
So the world record finished like 3 minutes ago,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah, it's already now. This is the reason why the estimate is 30 minutes. Like, if something goes wrong, everything goes wrong.
Yeah, you
And
can
this
imagine
isn't
running
even
this game.
isn't even the worst
Yeah.
thing. There used to be a skip called Fountain Skip
Yeah.
for the
It's
first
a
hub.
place you haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah, that's the third hub. That's something you should never see.
Yeah.
At least not in this run right here.
This used to be in the old route, so you saw like an end skip
Yeah.
from the remnants of the old route there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you can. do
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Dolaney donated $50. I like Glitch's smiley face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cal,
yeah.
you donated $14.31. Had to donate for my favorite game. Good luck on the run, Smartkin.
Thanks. Sadly, it's not going that well.
So having good luck.
Too late for that.
Yeah. I mean, at least now I have 96 lives, so.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh yeah, speaking of luck, Cortex could have messed him up on the dimension skip by doing animations.
Yeah. That is true.
So this is the legit way you're supposed to
Yeah.
you know, get to the final hub.
So instead, we're gonna go do Hawk Skip, which is
It should have been two.
with Dimension Skip you cannot skip the cutscene that's coming up, but this route you actually can. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the hug skip, which I found, by the way. Well, originally, accidentally did.
Yeah, so if you do like that way, you have Cortex here. One thing I didn't mention is that the Cortex we grabbed like previously, the one where I just failed to do the thing, that Cortex just despawns after some time. But this Cortex we can just have him for some. Oh god, I threw him in the wrong direction.
Maybe it's on double. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's how it was supposed to be like the first time around. So there's a ball here for some reason. It's not in the previous in like the same chunk, but in the first dimension it's not there, but in the 10th dimension it is. So yeah, this is the shortcut we were supposed to come
Wait,
to.
is it actually the first dimension?
Yeah, this is the 10th dimension.
No, I mean,
In first
the
dimension,
real. I mean, in Crash Bandicoot lore, I mean.
yeah.
Is that the first
Sorry,
dimension?
you
I
said
don't think that's
programming
ever
error.
specified.
I think it's the first dimension. Yeah. So
Okay.
we come here, but we're not gonna go to Antagony yet because game thinks we're Crash plus Cortex in the state. like in that state, and if we die, the game will try to spawn crash with Cortex, and if Cortex does not exist in the chunk that we are in, the game will just
Hello,
crash,
meow.
because it doesn't know what to do.
So in other words, if you go directly into the final level, the
Yeah.
game will crash.
Yeah, the game will
if you
crash.
die, if you die.
Yeah.
So the idea
randomly
for
pausing is like loading chunks, by the way. Just
Yeah.
heads up.
so the idea for world record runs at this point is to just do the final level and don't die. If
Yeah.
you die, then the run is over. But this is a marathon safety strat.
Yeah, which is grabbing Cortex from Bandicoot Pursuit and carrying him all the way through Antagony.
But that allows Smartkin to do a similar thing he did in Iceberg Lab.
Yeah.
To do within the final level, so you can skip a little bit of it.
Yeah. Also, for some reason, Cortex doesn't like himself, so he's just gonna, yeah.
And he's gonna do that in the cutscene now.
Oh yeah, you can read it.
Anonymous donated $5. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, you. I've been doing this for 10 stinking years. Back and forward, and I'm sick of it. Well, I'm not gonna do it no more.
That's a line from
Yeah, that's a good reference.
from the game.
Yeah, it's like that cutscene we used to watch for like eternity, until Paul found that you can actually jump on the ropes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, now we're gonna have Cortex around.
Nice. So these Energon spheres,
Yeah, Energon
apparently
spheres.
that's what they're called. They unlock these doors, and you can do some funny stuff with those as
Yeah.
well.
So we're in the final level.
Hopefully, maybe. I mean, the spheres. So this is the final level. Has a 6 soundtrack. Of course, that's subjective, as someone pointed out earlier in the chat. Yeah, but it's good.
Up for debate soundtrack playing right now.
Yeah. So since I'm carrying Cortex around, I'm gonna def abuse in a couple of checkpoints so he doesn't despawn and the game doesn't crash.
Then you got this tattoo, the green one,
So I can always have
on
him
the
around.
beach.
You need to periodically def abuse to get
Yeah.
Cortex back to you so that the game doesn't crash. Because doing anything in this game makes it either crash or soft lock.
Yeah. At least I don't have to pick up lives on the way. So I have so many. Yeah. Can do optimal movement instead of going out of my way and get the lives.
Ja jeszcze mam 3 trokiety.
Oh, yeah, there's a shitty strap to the left on these steel boxes found by Beta M as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't matter because we always catch the same cycle here.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
'Cause I hated that strat.
We'll find that out by timing it, so...
Yeah.
Just a reminder to always time your shit and see if it's actually faster or not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna def abuse here as well because I actually need Cortex here to do the same thing I did in Ice Climb. To get the checkpoint further into the level.
You need those lives.
Oh, nice, he got 2 ends at once. So this end fight is the only RNG part of the run because ends can be in like any
Oh.
position. I don't know why I tried to grab that line. I don't need it.
No. Dobra,
I
czekaj,
got
dobry.
freaking...
Oh, you got a ball glitch.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
ball
so
glitch.
sometimes the ball just sticks around because he likes us
Yeah.
a lot.
Czy jajka i białe kiełbasy.
So I'm gonna throw Cortex.
Nie patrzyłem jak były
As
mielone.
explained before with the papers, there's a chunk
Yeah.
divider, Cortex is left behind a chunk forward.
It should be around
Hey.
here, I think. Yeah, checkpoint
We're
should be
trying to
there.
hit a checkpoint in
Yeah.
the chunk forward.
Yeah,
and we
so
get
yeah, now we're here.
Yeah,
Okay, and now is attack this big pitch.
that's the same idea as Iceberg Lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We advance Cortex further into the chunk and us.
Essentially, Cortex is in a further part of the level in the same XY
Yeah.
coordinates as Crash would be.
Oh, yeah, fun fact about this area, like just a little bit back, that's when the long jump was found. And the long
Yeah.
jump is a glitch that we didn't even talk about, but Smartkin's
Yeah.
using it all the time. He even
Yeah.
tried to use it there, but didn't do it.
Yeah.
So if you slide jump, you kind of store the slide speed into your next jump
Yeah.
if it's off a ledge specifically.
Oh, I missed the platform.
And that allows you to jump really, really far. You can tell it's a long jump
dear.
if Crash is like not turning in midair.
I need to Cortex teleport back because he's gonna teleport to my position. And that's pretty bad because if he does, he can fall into the death plane and if Cortex dies, you're just gonna respawn. You're not gonna lose a life, but you still gotta respawn back.
The bonding in this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the long jump was also fun by Samurai Man. As far as I know.
Yeah. So yeah,
You're
you
coming
see,
here anyway,
you
you've
can
been
also do a controllable
beat.
slide jump, which is basically sliding off
Yeah.
the ledge and then pressing
With
X
level
button
40
allows
when
you
you're coming
to gain
for this
control of
area, you're
Crash
gonna
back
pee.
in the air. Which
And
allows-
these are long jumps.
yeah.
This is.
They're very tight as well, so pretty difficult
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm gonna definitely use here as well, just to get Cortex back, just in case.
Yeah,
So
on
I
level
also let
30
these
to
force
the enemy
fields
is level
just high
40.
enough for us to body slam on top of them.
Oh, yeah, any tricks involving body slams are actually easier on NTSC. There's some weird frame rate stuff going on.
Yeah, like if you change, if you play on Xbox PAL version, you can change the
No,
hertz.
it balance is
the amount
looking
of times
when
game runs,
the
so if
enemy's
50 or
been like a
60,
35
it
level,
actually changes the
not
physics
40
of the game.
to me.
Yeah, there's a terrible glitch. It's pretty similar to the Jack and Daxter games with the punch glitch, I think they call it.
Yeah,
And there's a slide glitch in this
Yeah.
where it just every slide has like a random chance of randomly flinging you into random direction.
it's not really random. It's because you try to kind of slide, a curl slide, and if you try to do that
Oh,
on
I
NTSC,
see.
it actually just sends you the way you put your stick at. So
Either way, it's a bad thing.
yeah, it's
It's disabled pretty much if you play on 50 hertz.
Yeah.
But if you play on 60 hertz, then it's there. So NTSC is worse, and this is PAL.
actually bounced and missed the nitro crate roll there, but yeah, supposed to get it in one ball. So yeah, the receptacle triggers, or like the areas that the ball grabs, are actually pretty big, so you can just throw them like that. They will
I
just-
believe that was found by some Japanese runners.
Yeah,
I don't know who. It wasn't Key, was it?
it was Crafus, I think.
Oh, crap.
For fun, yeah. So here was supposed to be a treasure room cutscene. I'm just gonna do it safe. And I'm gonna. Yeah.
You can do this jump early, but
Yeah.
then you don't really have any
You have
good reference point. I'd
You do
say.
have somewhat good reference point. So we are
mean,
heading
yeah.
to the final boss now. Okay, so I got the checkpoint. There's one glitch I want to show you guys real quick because it's pretty good since we have Cortex here. Because the final chunk with the,
Spoiler alert, by the way.
yeah, the final chunk with the final boss works in a really weird way because it doesn't like having different characters in there. It only likes having Crash in there. So when this chunk loads, Cortex just disappears. If you spin him, you have a final boss here. That's the final boss of the game. And you have here, you have evil twins. And this is the evil twin of Crash, by the way. Yeah.
And the evil twins you haven't even seen in the run yet. But
Yeah.
They're the main antagonists of
Yeah, they're the main
entire game.
antagonist.
You've briefly
here
seen
they
evil
are.
Crash. Yeah,
Yeah.
there they are. So that's the final boss. Is this
Yeah.
going to be below estimate? I guess.
Yeah,
so,
it will be
yeah.
always to me, yeah.
You grab these from the other side,
Yeah.
and also do other wonky stuff with them if you want out of your way to.
Oh yeah, this is Nina Cortex. She's introduced in the game, but we skipped the entirety of Hub 3, so you never see that.
Hub 3 is basically where you get introduced to playing as Cortex and as Nina, but since
Okay,
we
this gun is
never see
moving
Hub
almost
3,
not.
you never play as them.
You don't really play as them more than once in the game anyway.
Yeah.
Like magazine?
So the boss has 3 phases. The first phase is playing as Nina and destroying this. I don't know what they even call them.
I don't know, like energy
Tanks.
Energon balls.
Energon ball.
Yeah, then you play as Cortex. You have to shoot out the final boss's guns with his gun.
Yeah. And the final phase is going to be played as Mecha Bandicoot, who you also haven't seen.
You never
That's
see him
right.
in the game until the very final boss even.
Yeah. Because Mecha Bandicoot is the first boss of the game,
Yeah.
which is skipped in this run. Also skipped in 100% actually.
So yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
The
doing
twins aren't
that.
particularly good at aiming, so.
Yeah. So I'm doing a damage abuse strat that will not get pushed by the shockwave that the laser creates. And apparently you can just stand under the gun for like no reason.
Yeah.
And the final phase is Mecha Bandicoot. You just have to shoot rockets when there's a force field.
And hope for no shenanigans.
Yeah, hope for no shenanigans because apparently there's a mecha glitch that can occur. Okay, we're fine.
Fucking
Yeah.
piece of shit. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it can like miss-spawn and then you can't
And
shoot properly.
time.
Time.
Proszę? Nie wiem, nogami sobie to potraktuję chyba.
Yeah, after that we get credits and the game crashes because we had crashes codex as soon as the end. So, can I show one more thing before? Okay, good.
Yeah, atakuje TLC.
I mean, originally the run was supposed to start now, and now it's already over.
Yeah. So, speaking of hoverboard that we mentioned a bit before,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
like
show.
the most epic glitch in this
Yeah,
game. I'd
it's
say.
like really good.
It's basically a mechanic that they intended to use for a level in, I guess, earlier stages of development,
but
but they
it's-
didn't delete the mechanic itself.
Yeah, they just decided to like use it in a cutscene in hopes that nobody's gonna grab it
There
anyway.
exists like concept art of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was going to be a hoverboard level.
yeah. The hoverboard is invisible because it's only supposed to appear in the cutscene, but it's still there. Collision is still there.
So the idea is if you come in contact with it, then
Yeah.
Here?
something is going to happen.
You can't see it, but it's
Just
still
because
there.
I'm just
Yeah.
looking.
So these are the
where-
edges
away
of the
from it.
arena, you see.
Yeah.
There's
They got
one.
an invisible walled it off. There you go.
Oh, nice.
What's this
Okay,
one?
so this is the
That's
hoverboard. Yeah.
On
So this is the
TF3, I think.
hoverboard. This is what we used to do in any percent as well. So you just do the first level, then backtrack the first level
Yeah.
again
Oh no. Okay, good.
on the hoverboard.
So the thing with the hoverboard, it always keeps going down, and if you have no ground on the crash, you will just keep going down indefinitely.
Yeah.
And you can actually press R1 to go higher. Like
Yeah,
I'm pressing
controls
right
like
now.
those weird helicopter flash games where you press the button to go up and let go to go down.
Yeah. So this is what we used to do. We just fly backwards through Jungle Bungle. This is the hardest part. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
tower,
pause
open
buffer
the
here
tower.
to load the chunk back, since there's actually no ground to keep us, and the chunk keeps like the loading keeps pushing us down.
I'm not shooting
So,
to this guy is like
no,
a fucking
the other way.
6
There's a, like-
magazines. They kill him. You kill him
I
with
was stuck
a
in the
couple of
invisible
shots.
wall because there's
There is no
actually
balance,
a
bro.
specific wall
Absolutely.
they programmed that will just push any object away, and it will not let it to go through a chunk. But the thing is that it's only used in first hub for some reason. they're like, this is like the only hub they use that at. Now I'm gonna get stuck here to let the chunk
How to
load.
check that?
Just chill here.
Are you gonna do 3D model?
Oh yeah, I can do that. So
And now you're basically back where you did not
Yeah.
skip right here.
yeah.
Yeah, when
This
I'm
is
the
where
watching.
we would be at. And then you just fly around the mountain.
Yeah, and then you're back in this area, and then
Yeah.
you can just fly over Tikimon. There's like one other way of doing it, and then there's like a billion other
Coming
ways of
closer
skipping
than I look
Tikimon
one.
by using some other scenery. So
Unfortunately, even though you can hit the both with this, you can't carry it to other hubs yet.
Yeah.
if you could, then you could do everything even faster and easier.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess.
so now I'm gonna fly back into cavern with the hoverboard.
The sniper
and
gun,
explode
like
it, and we can do that.
7,
This is where
8
the
shots
second
I
level in
need
the
for
game is
the
supposed to be
kill
on the
this
next
fucking
level.
robot.
Okay.
And if he makes it to the
Okay,
end
how
without doing
I'm
something
check is now is
interesting,
which level that.
Unfortunate.
Oh shit.
Okay. So yeah, I guess this is crashed insanity for you. Really broken game. So yeah, thanks for having me and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Have fun. Yeah.
Are you tired of playing video games the old, boring, fashioned way? Well, friends, I'm Ted Nansen from Ted Nansen's Used Car and Auto, and I'm here today to tell you about an amazing new invention that will change your life forever. That's right, I'm talking about Crowd Control, the #1 in the universe Twitch extension app that will allow
To me,
your
it didn't
Twitch
show
chat
no
to control
anything.
your video game experience in real time as you play it. Maybe they'll send you some hearts or some power-ups, but let's be honest, they'll probably try to kill you. Anyway, we got all kinds of support for all sorts of games. We got Pokemon and Super Mario World and Legend of Green Mario, Link to the Past, and Dark Souls and Blood Souls and Darkborn and Polybius and Time Waster and all your favorite games are all here on Crowd Control. Plus, you can get 50 coins, that's this many, for signing up for free just to try it out and troll all your friends. But take it from me, Ted Nansen, I would never send a boss pass right at you, but
Shut
somebody
up.
else
I'm
might.
doing
So
any damage
get
for
on
you.
in Crowd Control before they do it and help your favorite streamers have more fun with their games.
Come to Ted Nansen's guys.
Gary show me
That's how you
like a
can tell
level
we're
3.
French. It's the support. Hello, everybody. This is Gamonymous. Who's going to speedrun minute. I'll do a good chunk of the commentary for this run. It's very fast. As you'll see, it's 9 minutes. And yeah, I don't think there will be any like overestimates. It's generally quite straightforward. So
I think, yes.
this is speedrun mode, which is a little different. They've came up with this quite recently, and speedrun mode actually makes us spawn right in front of the beach, where we're gonna pick the cursed sword, and you'll understand really quickly. So we'll hit time when the sword is hit, and I'll do the countdown. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we teleported really fast there, and what's happening is actually we commit suicide, because we can do that with the cursed sword. And if we don't kill ourselves, in 60 seconds we'll die and spawn at the nearest home. Oh, alright, well...
I killed the snake. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll shut up for this one. It's a sequence break, but it's a little delicate. Alright.
The setup is really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very beautifully done. Okay, so that was quite a significant sequence break. You're supposed to have the flashlight, and for that you need to get a bunch of items, but we're directly going to the desert, which allows us to change home. And with this, we'll be able to respawn quite a bunch of times here. We'll help somebody in the desert who needs water. Right, like that. You probably didn't see that, but in the span of 2 frames, we actually gave this person water. And before they had anything to say, we just immediately died and respawned at the home. This is the planned ghost. Do something. Yeah, nice. Oh, alright. And we get the sword thrower. The sword thrower will be useful much later in the game. You'll see why. It's actually quite a precise setup. But first, we're having... That person is thanking us with some tiny ee. I love the voices in a minute, by the way. So we're getting the gardening glove from that person. And that way we can actually go back to our home. We'll kill ourselves. And we'll have 60 seconds to take care of the 5 crabs on the beach. And the owner of the coffee, well, the owner of the bar, will thank us for getting rid of the 5 crabs, because apparently they're scaring the tourists. So he gives us coffee. It's quite a miracle that we didn't need coffee up until now, because it allows us to push boxes, and you'll see we'll do that quite a lot near the end of the game. Alright, so this is a good chunk of quite a significant chunk of the speed run. We'll have to do what you'd normally do as a casual player. You need to get the water flippers, and to get that you have to open the pool of the hotel. And to do that, you need to get a bunch of people in there. Nice. I did not know about this strategy. That's quite awesome. Oh, crud. I didn't know you could use the sword thrower to hit the bandit twice. So we're gonna... That's really nice. So among the bandits, you see there's one who is running away. Very panicky. That's actually... he's actually part of the hotel. He met the wrong crowd. Okay. So this is... On top of the bandits, this part is quite tight because we have to get this guy. We found his credit card, and now we have 23 seconds, which I think with Gamma's experience should be more than enough to actually get the thing. He's hiding in trees, but if we just cut them twice like this,
So we get that out of the way. And now I'll have to shut up, because this is where we need the sword thrower. We're gonna hit 2 bombs at a distance. Really nice.
Nice. Perfect.
All right. Yeah, if you mess it up even once, the bombs instantly kill you. We don't have the flashlight, so we absolutely cannot see anything. So now I think we have the pool open, yes. So we get the water flippers. We'll directly warp into our hotel room because that's slightly faster. Well, the water is polluted, but if we go near the bridge, we'd only take 1 heart of damage. And this is how we're gonna get into the end of the game, the end of the speedrun. We have to destroy the factory, because this factory is making cursed swords. Unfortunately, we're slightly under leveled. There's some items that we don't have, so we have to make a detour each time. Kill. So we broke this part, and now we're gonna break the right part that makes the sword, the cursed sword handles. And then there will be a bunch of other things. We have to go through that part repeatedly. I guess that's a good time to talk about one specific thing. So this is speedrun mode. Speedrun mode spawns you right in front of the beach. There's also another thing. For the final boss fight that we're going to have, we cannot we cannot kill ourselves. We cannot commit suicide. Much like we could before that. And that's actually a little bit of a problem, because that will make the boss fight a little more difficult. And for that reason, Gamonimus is going to go for a special setup where he'll keep one heart. So right now he doesn't do it because he has to do some other things. But there's a bunch of different setups where sometimes people keep their heart. You also might think we could go like down, but we don't have the either the barriers are up, or we can't destroy the lanterns because we don't have the sword. Sword is stuck into the mechanism. It's going to become a mega sword. Wow. Well,
The choke.
it happens.
It's okay.
It was my fault. I said we shouldn't go overestimate. I should have closed my big fat mouth. It's that'll teach me. I jinxed the entirety of this. The pig guy is the bad guy. When you go next to him, he goes and he says he's gonna build cursed swords, and yeah, we need to destroy it with the mega sword.
You play it safe.
Yeah, no, that's good. 16 seconds, I think that's barely
No.
enough.
No,
That's not enough.
I will not make the 2 cycle.
So he's gonna become big boss with the swords, and this is the final boss fight. The timer actually hit. Yeah, we have to do it in 3 cycles because of the slight mishappenings. This is the second phase. There's 3 phases. Well, it's 3 phases and a half, but yeah, the swords are invincible up until they actually start attacking. And after they're attacking, they need a little bit of time to rest, so sometimes we use this to our advantage, like this. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the 3rd phase. The 3rd phase is very scary because we barely see things. But not only that, swords are going to appear from the other side, as you can see. Gamma is doing the good job of staying in one of the cardinal positions, which is south. So this way, if he moves left or right, he will actually have a better shot. Ah. Yeah, the time was just too strict for the thing to work. I need to wait for the sword to go around, and we'll hit time very soon. Time. The boss dies, all the curses go away, and we put the sword in the toilet. But we don't see that in speedrun mode, so... Hey, 8:57, that's sub 9 minutes.
Yeah. So that's all.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice little game. I definitely recommend playing it. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you have anything to say, or you know.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much for watching.
Are you tired of playing video games the old, boring, fashioned way? Well, friends, I'm Ted Nansen from Ted Nansen's Used Car and Auto, and I'm here today to tell you about an amazing new invention that will change your life forever. That's right, I'm talking about Crowd Control, the #1 in the universe Twitch extension app that will allow your Twitch chat to control your video game experience in real time as you play it. Maybe they'll send you some hearts or some power-ups, but let's be honest, they'll probably try to kill you. Anyway, we got all kinds of support for all sorts of games. We got Pokemon and Super Mario World and Legend of Green Mario, Link to the Past, and Dark Souls and Blood Souls and Darkborn and Polybius and Time Waster, and all your favorite games are all here on Crowd Control. Plus, you can get 50 coins, that's this many, for signing up for free just to try it out and troll all your friends. But take it from me, Ted Nansen, I would never send a boss pass right at you, but somebody else might. So get on in Crowd Control before they do it and help your favorite streamers have more fun with their games.
Come to Ted Nansen's guys.
Sorry. Nie mam pojęcia, co to jest w ogóle. I to nie mówi tam.
Hey everyone, this is 7 the Days Long Gone. It's a game.
It is a game.
Yeah. You want to talk about the run valid?
Well, I am Howard, that's Mumrik.
Yeah.
We routed this game like a year ago. Bunch of people on different teams. Nobody has ever routed the game, and
yeah. So I was on one of the teams, and
they also routed the game.
Yeah, and Howard was on the other one, and we almost had the same route.
Yeah.
We had the better execution. They had better glitches.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. So we can just get into it. Do we start from first input, right? So it doesn't matter.
Sure. Yeah. The loads are long in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of loads. There's a lot of cutscenes. There's a lot of dialogue.
And there's a lot of like not dying.
Yeah. I can't promise that though.
Yeah. So we skip this one, and then it's almost time to start the.
Yeah.
It's when you get control in this cutscene. So what's the story in this game?
I actually don't know.
No, you're like a bounty man guy.
Something,
and,
yeah.
We can start now.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do some mission stuff. You get caught.
Yeah, you're like a bank robber, bounty man.
This is a little bit like classic Metroid, where you start with like all the shit and then you just lose it.
Yeah. So you have like I don't understand. Do you have like a helmet on, or is that your hair?
I think it's just a hoodie.
Yeah, a hoodie.
Oh, it's a hoodie.
Yeah.
I always thought you were like old and had gray hair, but then you're like I don't know. It exploded and something.
Yeah. So the prologue is long and you don't do much. We're gonna steal a key from this guy. Very easy. There we go.
And then now we can leave and don't have to do that. No matter, I don't know what that was, but.
Yeah, we have to infiltrate the mansion. And now we're going to this construction area and everyone's going to be like, hey, what are you doing here? And we just don't care. So it's like a stealth game, but we're never stealthing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of are.
Are we?
Well, yeah. We're gonna do the. They don't like really like notice us anymore. Kind of.
Well, yeah, when we're just not.
Yeah, when we're not yet.
Yeah.
soon explain.
And like we could go faster here, but we need to wait for this guy. There's like some weird strat to skip it, but we don't know how it works.
Yeah, so we did it in our segmented route, but we never actually paid attention to the guy.
Yeah.
So he just shows up.
Yeah, you can also go out of bounds in a lot of places, but it's not useful.
Yeah,
Not
like
here.
there's so much things you can theoretically skip, but it just doesn't work because of all you need the triggers to be there.
Yeah. So there's like 3 glitches to make us go really, really super out of bounds and get to the end of the game instantly. But it doesn't work. So
now we're at the mansion that we're infiltrating. We could jump down there, but we can't because it doesn't allow us to continue if we do so.
yeah, the game really likes stupid triggers.
Yeah, so we have to go around.
Yeah. So again, we still have like all our powers and like some, I don't know, like electric mine things. And
Let's do. Can I do the shush glitch now?
I mean, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it whenever you want to.
Yeah. So there's this weird thing about when you play on a controller, things are OP.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on keyboard for some reason. I only played on keyboard, so I have no idea about this. But so I'm gonna go over to this lamp just to get some height, because if I jump and roll in the air, now I'm invincible forever.
Yeah.
So now I can just do whatever I want.
So now it's the ultimate stealth game where nobody can catch you.
So I'm just gonna open this door. Oh, he knocked me over. That's fine.
Yeah, some AOE attacks work, but you don't take the damage.
Okay, there we go.
So Epic Do Guy found that like really early when we were routing the game.
Classic, classic him playing
if I
on
roll
controller.
again now, I'm invincible again, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't need to be invincible anymore.
Yeah.
Oops.
It was just to get past that door without being annoying, but we will be in that state for...
If I hadn't triggered that cutscene earlier, then this wouldn't work, and so we couldn't continue from here, because we need to do this to get the question mark here, so we can open this door.
Yeah, because of course we look at the shelf again twice, and then it works.
Just gonna avoid the lights because I don't want the spooders.
Yeah, there's a key here, and you need to do these like Omega Brain puzzles.
I hate these puzzles so much.
Very nice hacking right here.
Yeah, I'm hacking the system.
Yeah.
It's real life hacking.
Yeah, we were segmenting when we were segmenting the game, like trying to find like really good patterns where you can just like tap one direction.
So now we took the treasure, but it was actually a trap, so now we're going to jail.
Yeah. Oh, not only jail, it's like a planet
of
jails. And there we got an island on the planet.
Yeah.
And the planet is called Pe.
I thought the island was
Pe.
Pe.
That's the point. And the island is also called Pe.
Oh, yeah.
Who's not?
So, we never understood why that is that, but yes.
Yeah, and now there's like a million cutscenes.
Yeah, we are on the planet of Pe, on the island of Pe.
Yeah.
You see, all the prisoners have Pe on their back.
Pe.
Yeah, Pe.
Like who calls their place Pe?
People that think it's pretty meh. That is like it's a island of prisons.
Yeah. So that was a prologue, right? Or is that chapter 1?
I think it's all a big prison, isn't it?
No, there's the first sequence of the game.
You remember is what?
Is it prologue or chapter 1? The thing we just did.
It's like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like the boring part.
Because it's a chapter based, like there are 9 chapters, I think.
Yeah.
Like story missions.
Yeah. That was a prologue then.
Yeah. So now we're like normally like most of the story missions are like you have to have done the previous for the second one to actually exist, right?
Yeah.
But there is one chapter.
Well, there's one. For some reason, there's one like cutscene.
Yeah.
That triggers a chapter.
Yeah.
That still exists.
So it's the only sequence break.
But it's a really good one.
Yeah, very good one.
Yeah.
Probably almost the best one.
Well,
except for the
we are able to go to the end of the game just by rolling into place.
Yeah.
And not dying. And You get to the end.
Can you do that without the sucky boy?
Sucky boy.
The hole.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can do that. You can do that with every way.
Okay.
You can run from here.
All right.
You just talk to yourself when you're falling with the ghost talk.
Oh yeah. But how do you get in there?
No, you just climb on top.
Okay.
So see, this is like strats that we found like way long time ago, and it wasn't relevant for the segmented run. So. Yeah. Oh, whose team were you on, Jan, again?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It wasn't a lot. Like it was, so, like it was a big team, but like very few people were working a lot on it.
My team had like 3 or 4 people.
I'm not sure if we even finished a.
Well, it's
finished a run. Or?
Yeah.
I know that Seeker was the one who found like damage glitch for us, which we used.
Yeah, the ESC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, or maybe it was someone else. I'm not sure. I think
so we're about to be indoctrinated, I guess, into the prison island of Pe, on the planet of Pe. And there's like
now we're released into the wild.
Yeah, there's like outlaws.
We're a wildling now.
Yeah, doing wildling things. But there's like this giant cutscene that like, oh, welcome to the island of Pe again for the 4th time. But we can just jump up here. And then he can we use the flash skill to flash
I'm
on
gonna
top of a
quick
rock.
save here just to be safe.
Yeah, and then he will get to nice.
Yeah.
And then now we like traverse the first town area from like the top, and we will just not enter it ever because why would we?
Okay, I'm gonna be invincible here again because when I'm on this this platform on top, there are guards here and they are mad.
Yeah.
And so now I'm invincible and
they can't be mad anymore.
Yeah.
Or they can try to be. But
they can try to be mad. I can like knock into them.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh no,
yeah,
they can't hit me. So I'm just gonna get out of this place. And
yeah. So we need to. First thing we need to do is to access this teleporter device machine train.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we do that, we can use
quick travel.
All right, yes.
Yeah.
We can use quick travel, which helps us later.
Yeah, because we can't get off the planet, right? Or we probably can, but it's hard.
No. Well, yeah, we can. It's not that hard.
Okay.
The problem is it's slow.
Yeah, it's slow.
So we are doing this to be able to get back to we're going to place the sequence break, right?
Yeah.
And we need to get back from there. So that's why we're doing this. We're going to a thingy to do a thingy. Down there is the blight town of this game. Everyone is sick and mad.
I think I might have lost some abilities. I need to get it back again.
No. This game has these checkpoints where if you look at the bottom, there's like this electricity on his mana, so he can't blink anymore.
Okay, now I'm invincible again.
Yeah. So he can't blink anymore, which isn't really a problem because we're invincible and we just go into this door. We're not supposed to be here yet. And,
Oop. And now we're gonna hack again.
Yeah, because so can we get a good pattern? No.
No.
Almost a fast pattern.
Whoa.
Oh my god, brain.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, hacking.
Best part of any video game.
Yes, now we fast travel out of this place now that we unlocked fast travel, so we can fast travel over here.
Yeah. So now the only goal is to get to the sequence break as fast as possible. There's nothing else we need to do.
Yeah.
The only other thing we need to do is to grab a spear.
Yeah.
We need a spear for a fight. Fighting is dumb in this game. And it will get dumber, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But we need a spear. Spears are stupid because they have this attack that is like a spin attack.
Knockdown, spin boy.
Yeah. And what happens when you spin boy is that the dudes that get spin boyed, they get knocked into the floor or the walls, and then you can like stab them in the weak point for massive damage, and then they die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just trivializes basically every boss, especially when you're invincible.
Yeah, especially when we get to the sucky boy. Then we especially, but we get there soon.
But like every item spawn and things are RNG in this game, so we're gonna do like a safe marathon strat to get a good spear without losing too much time.
Yeah.
Which involves murdering a poor merchant.
We're not murdering.
Yes, we are.
We're pretending.
You want?
Can't just say that.
I'm sorry.
He's not even a merchant yet.
Listen, what the
Now this is the skip to get to this part, which is...
Yeah. You're not supposed to be here. This is supposed to open like way later when you've done like some.
You see like these red doors that says like it says Visa 04 zone. You're supposed to have a 04 visa to get there, but we don't need them. We can just go and jump over it. That's fine.
So this is
I don't know why we're supposedly in one of those yellow zones, but I still have energy. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, probably because you can't be here yet.
Maybe.
So this is one of the cases where, on my team at least, we routed it to be on the right side, to go around there. But Red Sox team went on the left side, and we still don't know which is faster.
Nah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
It's
that
very
much.
similar. Yeah. But the frames.
The frames.
Yeah. So we are now in like the biggest town.
Yeah.
Of the game, like we're in like a big town now. And we're very close to the sequence break, but we'll just jump over here.
I just need invincibility.
Yeah. Jump over here to get to the spear we talked
We
about.
can first check if there is a spear here, and if there's not, then we just grab a weapon. So we steal from this thing. No spear, so I'm just gonna take like this axe, I guess.
Yeah, something to kill the. Knock the.
So I equip the axe. Now I go over to the merchant.
Remember not to roll. Don't roll.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, this is the wrong button. Goodbye.
Literally.
There.
The axe is pretty good.
Yeah. I need to. Okay, it's hard. Sometimes hard to loot. Oh, there we go. And we take this spear from him. Thank you for the spear, man. It was nice to take the sleeping from the sleeping guy.
Yeah. Now we have a spear, even though it has less damage than the axe we had. It has the stupid attack, so
yeah,
it's a way better. Yeah, so now we're about to access the sequence break for some reason. We're not supposed to be here at all because of the visa thingy we jumped over to by rolling fall damage cancel. So we get this cutscene. This puts us in the 7th chapter.
We can skip this cutscene by quick save loading, but since the loads are so long, it makes no sense.
In RTA.
Okay.
There are ways to like enter this repositorium without having to go through here, or without having to have the roll glitch.
So we could steal from these boxes to find spares, but then we have to hope there are spares in there.
Yeah.
Then that would be faster.
Yeah.
And we want a spare that has decent damage so that we don't have to do too many hits.
Yeah.
So now we're accessing the sequence break. This is like the way to enter chapter 6 or 7?
Yeah. Some
like that?
high number. This part is like classic.
Instead I shoot him with the sniper on the head and fucking not die. Oh man.
So we will enter this memory pod to go into, I don't know, the main boss's brain?
Yeah.
The shoot on the head, so that way it's not
die.
die.
We're going into his head because he's sleeping and we need to
can't stay alive.
Memories.
Yeah. Because, of course we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is also like a really long, annoying part.
Yeah.
All the times when I shoot as the left for the guys, the minimum life, never gonna die.
For my team,
Sometimes
we didn't have the invincibility strat, and we also didn't,
but just really sometimes
want to waste time finding a really good spear, so we had to do it with like no armor and bad weapon and
great is the
destroyed by the
nothing better
guys.
coming.
So that was like a really took a long time to get that segment. But now with the invincibility strat, we can just.
I just remember doing this casually. I had like skipped a bunch of like small things and not cared. Get here, get so destroyed that it's not even.
Yeah.
But luckily, spears are good, and when you can be immortal, it's pretty good. So the AI can still be really annoying though, and there's these cutscenes we need to watch because they're interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never made it here because I just kept on soft locking in everything I did. Pretty much.
Sounds like the days long gone.
Yeah, it's like you start doing something casually and then you're like, oh, maybe I can skip past this thing, and then all of a sudden you've soft locked and you have no idea what trigger you missed or something.
Yeah.
We're also playing on a down-patched version. Because in the newer versions they added a penalty for rolling, so if you roll, then you just roll slower and slower, which is not fast.
So the glitch works, and you don't want to roll while you're in the glitch.
Yeah.
But still, the times you want to roll, you would
Like,
want...
you can't do this in the new patch.
Yeah. Which is weird, like it's not like that was abusable.
Yeah.
Like the abusable things is being immortal, right? But hey, no.
I mean, I haven't checked if those are patched, but...
I don't think they are. They could be, though.
Could be.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
It's a slower patch. Inferior patch.
Now we're rolling in the air.
Oh, man.
Now we're immortal again. And this is the first boss, or a boss.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get him to the wall, and then we can blast
attack,
him,
yeah.
and stab him, and deal like half of his life. We can...
So
I have to wait for energy to come back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So there's these phases like this, and he'll have to wait for energy. There's no other way to get energy back.
I mean, there are ways, but they are slow.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. In any route we've found, there is no way to get energy back. So.
Oh my god, he cancelled my energy.
So this fight is really annoying, and the AI can be bad, but as long as we get it.
You can also probably just punch them a bit. I'm immortal, so they can't touch me anyway. So.
Yeah.
Which is also weird about energy is that it recharges faster the more you have.
Yeah. It's like.
Ah, fuck the
Seems like
fucking
dodged
shit. Yeah.
What a man.
Oh,
he dodged it again.
Absolutely fucking joke.
So again, the AI can do like so many things here, and I don't think we've found a way to really manipulate them other than doing a segmented run, which is what we've done. Oh yeah, he sometimes turns invisible and becomes a crossbow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you have to kill like 3 of them. So you can imagine this being really hard with 3 of them trying to destroy you at the same time.
Oh yeah, well, the people at home won't even see how much damage these people do. But
Yeah, it's like 3 shots.
Yeah, it's actually 3 shots.
And this guy just runs away and shoots you with the crossbow. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
And he blinks away. Oh, am I not invincible anymore?
So and you can just refresh it on this
I'm
statue
just
in the
gonna
middle.
go up to
Because
make
of
myself invincible.
Yeah, because of course there is a statue in the middle that you can do that. Even if you couldn't, you can actually walk like out of bounds here, but it doesn't do anything. Very
oh my
many
god,
sounds.
he's so annoying.
Yeah, it's okay, we'll get there. I've seen worse fights by a lot.
Oh yeah.
Tried to do single segment runs of this game, and yeah, no. Turns out not fun.
Wow, he's dodging everything.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be like super magnetized to the walls and get like super slammed into them, but they've been very lucky, I guess, to like just go past the walls. Usually you don't have to worry.
Now I should. Oh my god.
What? Starting to wonder if the game is.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is the worst.
We will get there, though. There's no other fight in the game that's
hard,
even remotely bad.
Yeah.
The other fights we get a skill, and we'll show that later. But the skill is really cool, and does.
There you go. I should die.
Oh yeah, he'll die. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Such an annoying fight.
Of course, that had to be like stupid. It was the last guy as well. Yeah, right. So now we're still going through the memories of the last boss. We don't know who is. I think we don't know why we are in his brain either.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't think anyone really paid attention to the story at all when they were playing.
Paying attention to anything.
Yeah.
Casual gaming, what? Big name.
I didn't even notice this guy has the hard hat on. It's cute.
When's the last time you saw like Lara Croft with a hard hat? That's what they're doing, by the way. They're going to this ancient tomb with a alien
guard,
Dr. Octogamabus or whatever. Spider-Man lore. Turns out you die if you get seen.
Yeah, like he disintegrates you.
Yeah.
But
but we can't be seen because we're immortal man.
Yeah.
But we can't go through that still at the end. So.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Nice consistency. We can even jump behind that wall though, but it still doesn't work. Very sad.
There's so many like cutscenes in this memory sequence.
If only you can skip cutscenes in every game ever.
Yeah, but like in the sequence you can't quick save. So
Yeah. Yeah, so just about like...
Since I'm invincible, I can go underwater now.
Yeah, it's just about 2 more minutes of being in the memories, and then we... What's the village called again?
Haha, I have no
How
idea.
fucking many times, dude?
It's a place.
They have a name.
Yeah.
It's a cool place with the cool strats to get to it.
I still don't know. Didn't figure out where to go to skip that one cutscene.
Oh, what? Never? Wait, did not do the black holing? Or you know the village?
Yeah, in the forest.
You can't skip that cutscene.
You can't?
Okay, that's
No.
fucking
Okay.
absolutely no.
It was just more
you
of
can,
you
well,
have to
you can with the escape, I guess, but quick load. But,
yeah. But it was more better. The line I showed you was better.
Okay, yeah. That line I can do.
Okay, good.
I think.
So it's again like we had different routes. So
yeah.
I have done runs of the combined runs, and so has Redsock, but more recently Redsock has. So it's about like what did I do and how did I do it and what do we think is better over time and stuff. Usually, like,
whoa!
Oh, okay. Usually it's like that's. I'm so used to like not being able to be attacked there. That being attacked and then almost falling off. What would even happen then? I don't even know.
I mean, I would probably go back to maybe after the boss fights.
Yeah, like a few minutes behind. That would be really bad. Yeah, some dudes come. We don't know why. They're in. That's the church in like the Blighttown town.
Yeah, the second crafter or something.
But. And then it was like, oh, I understand. That's what they did.
Yeah.
What
now
did
we
they
now
do?
we know.
I don't know.
Now we know everything that happens.
Yeah. And there's like,
shit.
there's a monster man here, right? What is this thing?
This boy?
Yeah, this boy. This
Yeah,
absolute
he's
unit.
like, oh, this unit, and then we just never see him again. So
yeah,
it's
it's like a radioactive canister man.
It looks like a boss, you know, but you're like, oh, now I have to fight the boss, but we just go away.
Yeah, no.
Goodbye.
It's totally irrelevant. So we want to fast travel away, so we do the thing again.
Oh, yeah.
Nice pattern. How many? Oh, yeah, Omega Ring. Oh, yes. That was actually pretty good. So now we will just fast travel away from the part of the island where we couldn't be and haven't been.
Yeah, back here.
Yeah.
Fucking TV.
So now we're entering the village that we don't remember the name of, because why? And we will talk to a man. The man will die. We will get a skill called Black Hole, which sounds very cool, because it is. You make black holes, and it's broken. And then we infiltrate a church of cultists. And then we will fight the boss.
Oh, it's like up here.
Summary of what is going to happen. Yeah, this is like this is like a puzzle piece board game on the floor, and you can like get bad upgrades from them if you do them.
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting. Very useless for speedrunning. So Redsock just needs to get to this place where he can jump down and sequence break into the village, because if not, he had to use these like pillars you can see top right, or like this flower petal shape on the floor. So we can rather go over here, do some cool roll, jump, teleports.
While also getting invincible again?
Yeah. And now we climb these ladders that do nothing on their own, and then we can jump into the village early. But at least it's now in the correct sequence of states of the game.
Whoa.
Yeah,
We're trying to go up on this rock first.
Yeah, get on this rock and then blink over, and then get into the waterfall.
So you're supposed to do like this quest cutscene thing to get up here.
Really long.
To unlock an elevator.
Yeah. You can just get here. Also, the music is like very confused about where we are.
So this cutscene, you can also quick save out of it, but it's probably not worth it because the loads are so long.
Also, the bridge is broken because the elevator isn't activated. So
oh yeah.
So the cutscene is like semi-borked. Like the RT village. They assume like, oh yeah, you must have loaded that area because that's the only way to enter this village. No. Village has an elder.
It's like
here,
right?
Yeah.
Now we get some more upgrades. Oh, yeah.
It's like a Banjo-Kazooie.
So I should equip those.
Yeah. Village Elder is dead. We got some upgrades. One of them being...
I don't know if I need that, but I equip it anyways.
I don't even remember what that does.
I have no idea.
Very cool.
Now we have black hole.
Yeah, now we have black hole and we have a rock equipped, but we can equip that away.
Oh yeah, why do I? There we go.
Fucking yellow on my side.
So imagine just throwing a rock. Yeah, so we will roll down here and get to the Church of Cultists. And we will fight a boss, and he has a really good spear.
He has a really good spear.
Yeah, like probably the best. Well,
probably
the best spear in the game would be the best weapon in the game. Yeah. So it must be the best weapon in the game.
Time for dancing
I always
with
forget
sniper
like
gun.
lines here because it's so dark and
Show me your
looks the
fucking
same.
face, bitch.
Oh.
Why did you? Okay, that's. Why were you not immortal?
I accidentally rolled just before,
did he?
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Didn't notice.
Probably spawning in the village again. It's not that
Yeah,
far.
there'll be an autosave somewhere pretty convenient. So it's just too bad the loads are long.
Yeah.
So we just gotta do that
But
again.
Maybe I have to equip it again.
Losing about 30 seconds.
Oops. I hate this.
The other chip, yeah.
Controls are so weird with a controller.
Yeah, fucking how many times?
Mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Again, like it was only Epic Duty that played this with the controller because he plays every game with the controller. But what? It's good. You're finding stuff.
Yeah.
Keep doing it so we don't have to. It's perfect.
Yeah. When's back to Gaia?
I will not roll anymore. I have to equip this again.
That's a pretty good joke because that game is really fast with controller, but none of us
also
want
very
to.
slow with controller or hard.
Yeah,
with controller.
Yeah.
You have to make sure not to roll, even though rolling is fast.
Yeah.
Because then when you jump down here, you just die.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure to not die.
Yeah. Sounds like a good advice.
Yeah.
Don't die.
So now it's like, okay, where is it again? I think it's up here. Yes.
Yeah. It's always so hard to see because everything's a very same color of gray and or green.
I'm gonna get invincible again. I think I lost it.
Oh, yeah, okay. But you're going for the black hole. Yeah, cool.
Because I think that apparently skips a cutscene.
So
coming
I'll
on the
try to
back now.
explain. So the black hole will push you. You can place a black hole somewhere, and it will like drag you towards it. And you can.
It's open. Well, I mean, let's try.
I don't think it is open though. Oh, yeah, it's fine. So it'll place a black hole, and then it'll place another black hole, and when it can, there's a cooldown.
Yeah.
And that makes it so that you will clip through because the pull force of 2 black holes is enough to just pull you through walls.
I'm like, come
You're
on.
mostly through.
I need energy. I'm just stuck in the wall now.
This is cool. I just use one more.
Yeah.
I mean, the cutscene is really long, so if we can skip the cutscene, it's
There we
really
go.
sick. So that's pretty good. Hopefully we can skip the cutscene though.
We might not. I don't know.
If
It's
else
weird.
that was for nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
it was cool. So yeah, that's black hole clipping, and it's not as useful as it.
No.
Coming more on your lap now.
Sometimes you can skip it. I don't know why. But I think actually this time it's quicker to do this.
Yeah, this is a really long one. Save the infidels.
Save the infidels.
Wait, is that what they say?
I don't know.
That's probably what they say.
Probably. Cleanse the infidels, maybe?
I don't know. Save the infidels also sounds good to me.
Lore lul.
So now the cutscene is playing even though we're not in the
Praise the
cutscene.
infidels.
So it might be like stopped by the man.
Yeah, make they don't stop talking. Oh yeah, the Drugan god. Or
Yeah, that's fucking
merciful Drugan. Right, so we skipped into like the cultist's lair now, and we're gonna go to their boss, and he's the spearman. But this place is like a scary place with.
On that one is no
I'm gonna
active.
try hopefully get the laser strats.
Yeah.
They are cool.
The second one is no
Boss
active.
rooms have lasers
This one
because
is
of course they do. And of course the boss takes damage from the lasers, so hopefully he can push the boss into the lasers.
Oh, he just instantly drained me.
Oh, that's a shame. I don't even know what you can do then.
Should I reload?
If it drains you again, you have to reload, I think. I mean, you don't have to, but this is pretty slow.
Coming now is coming
So
too
just-
often.
oh. Well, I stopped.
No.
Or what was he doing?
Let's
It's
wait.
really indecisive.
Skating life. But now the laser's not going anymore. Oh,
No,
wait,
no,
there.
it is.
Is he gonna come over here?
I've never seen
Get the
these
fuck out of
fights
here, where you from?
happen this way.
There's a laser here. Hold on.
Yeah, you could do. Oh my. Okay. See, he's getting pulled into the. Oh my god, we're so close. So you can also backstab him, which does massive damage, but.
Well, I'm immortal, so it's fine, kind of.
Yeah. The nice thing about Black Hole is that when it gets placed down, the enemies try to like run away from it, and that makes it them an easy backstab target. But it doesn't work if he like drains the mana all the time.
I think I should try reload.
I've never seen an RNG like this.
Yeah.
Again, I have done runs of this game and it's never, ever.
Did it crash? Okay.
The loads are just really long.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing like super fine on time though, so
Yeah.
I've been doing other damage for
just the
these
end.
guys.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
There are things that could go wrong in the run, but we're like mostly past them. And this is a new thing we've never seen, so yeah, just basically. Yeah.
There we go.
So
That's that.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
You're not invincible.
Oh.
Don't get killed by the laser.
I was black holing myself.
Yeah, grab the spear. Nice. So he has other legendary gear, but it couldn't matter less. Also,
yeah.
don't die to the
Poison. I might.
See, I can't kill this purple one.
Or is this floor still poisonous? Okay, now it's fine. But is the floor still poisonous? I'm not sure.
I don't.
Fuck me.
Yeah. But couldn't you even die? Can you die to poison when you're
Yeah.
Can you?
But I think maybe if I just get to the cutscene first. Yeah, it works.
Okay, did it?
What?
We have no idea. We have no idea.
What?
We have no idea what happened.
It was like a menu or cutscene started and menu popped up.
So the game could soft lock now.
I don't know.
No. I've never seen. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Where's the boss though?
Oh yeah, I have.
Is he dead?
No, there's a bag here.
Oh yeah, of course there is.
I get spear.
Couldn't transfer. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
This is so weird. Okay, let's get that again. Okay, and
yeah, now we have HP, so now we can just.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny though. I'm glad that didn't work. This is another case where you can go, we can get here instantly from the start of the game, and we can interact with that like
talking thing.
The thing with keyhole monster feet.
Yeah.
But it does nothing. So it's very sad that the game is like almost perfect, but it's
sometimes
a
it
bit
crashes
slow.
here. It did
Sometimes the game always crashes.
Yeah.
It crashes always, sometimes never. Right, so we have done everything. We've done mind benders, village people, and now like church men.
Yeah.
So now we need to go and finish the game.
Yep.
Okay, why I can't jump in now?
I think I need
Fuck me.
invincibility. I don't know if I gave it.
So once again, the game cares about like these visas and where, like what state you're in or what you've bought or all these different things, but we don't care.
Yeah, I don't think I bought a single visa.
You know,
in the game.
Well,
they showed us the.
I tried once.
They showed us the segmented route, and they had a visa.
No, we had the key cards.
Yeah, okay, so again, we don't know. I don't know what that is either. So sick.
So normally this floor is supposed to kill us, but since we're invincible, it doesn't. So it's fine.
Yeah. It's mostly just try to get a straight line and go to the end of the game.
Yeah.
But once again, everything looks kind of the same and is kind of like jagged and weird and pretty wonky collision-wise. So.
Yeah, especially when like you're supposed to be in like things that kill you, then the game doesn't often understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah, the game is like the floor isn't quite flat there. Let's say.
This one you can also skip by save loading, but
Yeah.
it's not that long.
So
did I try your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's faster. So again, there's like remnants of like my route is better because we are the better team. I don't remember which team I was, but
I will try to do it.
in faith. So the whole goal here is to get to a place fast enough before a cutscene, like before this cutscene like happens.
So I can try the strats.
Yeah.
To quick load.
Yeah.
And then you can move in the cutscene, and if you get to like a trigger before you get teleported back, then you skip it. But if you are too slow, then you get teleported back. You have to walk over again.
So to explain that again, this cutscene has a length, and we just now we move in the cutscene.
So the higher
at the end of it,
we
will get teleported back. So if we are able to get to another place before it teleports us back, then we can skip it. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yes,
that's pretty cool. So now we can see that we will get teleported back to like a...
I get teleported back here,
yeah,
technically.
And then we're back inside the room.
So I get teleported now, and then boop. Boop. Yeah, it's cool.
So now here's the boss we killed twice again. No, once again. Once before. In his own memories.
Do I still have... I need this.
Yeah, so now we just black hole. And then hopefully he does enough damage and is able to like one-shot him here. If he's not able to one-shot him here, there's like phases and he might heal, and it's pretty annoying.
Oh, I don't have invisibility.
Where do you get it in this room?
I don't know. It's fine. I'm just gonna hit him a bit, so that I'm gonna black hole him.
Now he's level 4.
Now he's dead.
Yeah, now he should be dead.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Nice.
So this fight is also really annoying.
Now we need to hack again. This is the hardest hack in the game, okay?
Serious type. Omega win. Oh, yes.
No!
Oh, what? I thought that looked fine. What did he miss? Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. You can tell that Red Sock is a IT person by trade, so he's very good at hacking at terminals. We're stuck in this room now, and we can black hole glitch out. Are you gonna try?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sick.
You have to get out of the room.
Isn't there other ways out of the room?
Yeah, you can steal a keycard and get out.
Oh yeah, that's super slow.
Oh, okay, hold on. Should we try to do like here?
Yeah, it's really wonky to do this on controller compared to mouse and keyboard, so hopefully you can just... and then there's a cooldown on the black hole, so you can't like place two like instantly. Oh, almost. Probably need to do 2 more now. Yeah, need 1 more.
Just higher here this way.
It's very wonky, the whole...
I think maybe I should be over by the window here.
Yeah, I always use it. I usually did it on top of the computers, but it should be fine.
There we go.
Suddenly you can do it with 1, because of course you can. You can also... There was like a laser field here.
Yeah, this is the... No, this is the laser field. Like, this guy's supposed to kill you.
Yeah.
But I don't... He just doesn't.
There was another... Like the one that we destroyed with a thing.
Yeah,
there's
many
fields. There. There's many fields and walls, and we can get past all of them, but it doesn't work.
So this
Initial
is like
level harder to
the final boss now, and you just
daily pricing.
Can you?
Yeah, actually get to the end.
Project.
So we're pretty close to time.
Oh, this is the this is the guy room. Yeah.
The guy room, yeah. You have to scan the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why do we know why the game is called 7 the Days Long Gone? Makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
There's tanks in these like containers, and like there's a tractor. Like why? Makes no sense.
To wait for the question mark to come up. It's annoying.
Yeah, it feels like sometimes it's kind of random where how long you have to hover over the object, or how long you have to like actually look at it. You can also like skip this door with black hole.
Whoa, did you see that?
I have no idea what happened.
It was so cool.
That looked like straight out of my Ascan run, where you just like teleported super far away.
Maybe if you flash the second that the guy comes up,
I
and you
have
can
no
speed.
idea.
Maybe that's new speed tech.
New speed tech.
Yeah, nice.
So we have a new glitch with Die talking to the thing, and this. Wouldn't be a run invalid reveal without new stuff. Yeah, so we're in the Ark. We don't know what that is, and we're gonna talk to a terminal that asks us to like, what does it ask us to like reboot the system or not?
Yeah, and then the thing we also not mentioned is that we have like this ghost in our head.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, of course. How could I forget? You talk to yourself.
Yeah, this ghost here.
Yeah.
Artenak is called, and he's like telling you to do things, and you're just okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then you figure out like something that he's like doing something mean, and you can choose to like, oh no, that's not very nice, and then you have to fight him, or you can say, okay, I'm fine, and then the game is ends.
That's what it. Yeah. So you go to this place, and then it's like the ghost man, head man. He will try to make a holographic world place.
Yes, time is coming up soon.
Yeah. Well, as long as you pick the right.
Yeah, as long as I
option.
pick the right option. Okay.
It's very soon now.
You all along.
So it has to read in the correct order here, if not.
And how will you stop triggering?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to. Okay, I agree with you. That's the thing you have to choose. Okay, so time is coming up in like time.
With the
That was a game.
Yeah, I mean the fight went horrible, like really, really bad, but still underestimate. Like really bad the fight. Like, so yeah, that's cool. That was
basically all the fights. went pretty bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. We didn't get the ball.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the Run Invalid game.
7.
Nice memes.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been Jan, Havard, and the Red Sox.
GeoGuessr tomorrow.
You watch GeoGuessr tomorrow, and also Valley tomorrow.
Yeah. Good. Never forget.
Yeah. Crabs memes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Are you tired of playing video games the old, boring, fashioned way? Well, friends, I'm Ted Nansen from Ted Nansen's Used Car and Auto, and I'm here today to tell you about an amazing new invention that will change your life forever. That's right, I'm talking about Crowd Control, the #1 in the universe Twitch extension app that will allow your Twitch chat to control your video game experience in real time as you play it. Maybe they'll send you some hearts or some power-ups, but let's be honest, they'll probably try to kill you. Anyway, we got all kinds of support for all sorts of games. We got Pokemon and Super Mario World and Legend of Green Mario, Link to the Past, and Dark Souls and Blood Souls and Darkborn and Polybius and Time Waster, and all your favorite games are all here on Crowd Control. Plus, you can get 50 coins, that's this many, for signing up for free just to try it out and troll all your friends. But take it from me, Ted Nansen, I would never send a boss pass right at you, but somebody else might. So get on in Crowd Control before they do it and help your favorite streamers have more fun with their games.
Come to Ted Nansen's guys.
Hello everybody, I'm Doleni, this is Drunkenshu, and we are going to show you Mages of Mistralia, any percent. So I am going to give you a countdown and then we start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yellow.
Want to say something about the game for like a minute?
Yeah, we start with a 1 minute and 20-second cutscene, which makes no sense at the end of the game because
you skip literally everything.
Yes.
Or like almost everything, because we have a lot of stuff that we can do. And one thing that he's gonna do after the cutscene is skipping another cutscene by interrupting the trigger, and he can do that in several ways. But this time he's just gonna pause on at the right time, and that just interrupts the cutscene once. And he's gonna do that later again in the tutorial, and then the rest is pretty much casual playthrough until the end of the tutorial.
Yeah, it may take some time, some tries, but
the first one can be done several times, but the second one has to be done in one try.
So yeah, this game basically you could describe as it as Magicka meets Legend of Zelda. You have a spellcrafting system, which we are gonna use to some extent, and you have to clear dungeons. I got it
You
first,
skipped
right?
the cutscene, that's like 30 seconds. I'm not really sure, but around that time. Because that guy is like your mentor and he wants to talk to you and explain that you're a mage, but we don't care. We just want to go.
We're gonna go fast. So yeah, we got this game down to only this estimate, only the last half year. Shoutouts to the community for that.
Oh yeah, Turoth King and Curry Bro helped a lot in finding all these glitches that make this very fast. Oh, and he got this one as well. This is the more important one, but so yeah, that's nice.
You usually in attempts reset for these bows?
Oh yeah, the time is that low that we have to actually reset for both of them, otherwise you're not gonna get a good time anymore. But yeah, the rest of this is just tutorial, literally just teaching you the base mechanics.
Yeah, there are 4 spells, and we just got the first. Yeah, you can explain it.
We have 4 spells. One is the melee attack, basically. The second one is later on your ranged attack, but it's still melee at first because we don't have the rune that makes it ranged. Then we have one that makes platforms and one that casts on yourself, which is a shield at first, and later it turns into a dash, which makes us go even faster, hopefully. But first we don't have that rune, so we basically are stuck on melee range and can only run.
Yeah, this spell is also the reason why you should play on controller, because there's a key binding that's only there on controller for some reason.
Oh yeah, the standstill binding, so you can aim your spell without moving.
Yeah, and that's actually pretty useful for movement later. You're gonna see that. This is the actor spell, like he talked about, the one that gets ranged.
And now, soon, in like 20 seconds, a skip is coming up. That's very weird. You can set void points by dropping down, and if you interrupt your voiding animation with the pause, you get set back to that set point. But on some maps, there's the default location if you didn't set a point. And
kill this target
so
75
you'll be
seconds.
pausing on the frame where he would void out, and that teleports him to that default location for some reason, which skips like 1.5 minutes of gameplay and cutscenes. So he's just gonna teleport to the south for some reason. We don't really know why that happens. On like 2 maps it happens. On the other maps you just spawn back at the top, or where you set the point by dropping down.
Yeah,
normally.
and this one is really nice because you can buffer the menu input, so if you pause while falling, you are always gonna get it.
Yeah.
But if you fall without pausing, you can't try the skip again, and you lose the 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Now another trigger interrupt with just pausing is coming up, but also just one time, and he got it, I think. No, he didn't.
No,
Never mind.
that was a bit too early. This would have enabled me to move in this cutscene, so a small time save.
Oh, okay. This skip is also interesting. Usually you don't have control after voiding out, but if you pick up an item that gives a pop-up, then close that pop-up and cast a spell for a short amount of time, you gain back control for a split second earlier, which makes you also not have collision for a few seconds, which is useful because you can just go to the left and up. Or not.
Of course, I miss it in...
He would have gone through that gate, not gates, through the fence, and that would have skipped what he has to do now, which is basically save that girl that was screaming for help.
Yes.
Which And also would have saved time because you didn't have to go to the village.
Those are actually the enemies that I have to kill.
So it saves quite a lot of time, but he didn't get it, so that was very unfortunate. Now he has to do the walk of shame. That's what we call it.
The walk of shame.
Why I can't go not
she's still
into
screaming
this
for help for some
tower?
reason.
That's interesting.
She's
Show
still
me
screaming
like
for help.
locked.
Sure. She's of course. But yeah, now he has to get her husband to actually get to fix that card, and then we can actually continue normally.
Just to show the lock.
And you can't just reload because it saves the moment you pick up that flower, so you only have one try again. Which makes for a very fun speed run in any percent. If you have to reset for 3 tricks that you can only get one time, that saves
like a Guardian Tower.
a lot of time each.
This setup was also like the considered the easier one because I did the Creo platform and waited for it to despawn. You can also pick it up while walking into the water, which not always works. So
what he failed there was having the shield, the spell up for too long, so he couldn't walk far enough and regained collision.
Exactly. This trick has a bad record in marathon.
Yeah.
Write something about.
After it was found, it was failed on both marathons. Yay.
Yes.
It's fine.
Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah, this one is. The next one is more important.
Don't even know where it was anymore. Like here?
No. Ah, yeah, I could have shown it to you like this.
Ah, okay.
That's fine.
But yeah, we would have ended up here.
Use the mouse and just shown it there. And she got it, so.
Nice.
Yeah, the first one is the. Change the
mini
language and
boss
say
fight
me
is
how is
coming
the
up to
finished
introduce boss mechanics, and this boss fight is funny if he gets the right strat. I'm not gonna say anything. I hope you get it.
Well, I got it pretty consistent in practice. I need some help though.
You should break all 3 barrels.
Yeah.
Just
daily I don't
get.
That's good. That's not usually the case.
Oh yeah, drops of objects are RNG, so yeah.
But it usually favors the one you're missing. Like if you're missing mana, you will usually get that, but it's not good.
Doing activity on territory or...
Yeah.
Good luck with advantage.
You can...
I can still go for it.
Yeah.
No, okay, I can't.
There's a strat where you can literally just hack this guy and he can't hit you, but there's a specific position you have to be in, and then you can stay in front of him and he's not able to hit you.
Oh.
Which makes that fight very fast, but...
Don't actually want to die here.
Target move now.
And now we get the move rune, which is pretty self-explanatory. If you put that in your book on your spells, they move. So now we have a moving fireball and moving ice platforms, and we can move ourselves.
I should have checked the sensitivity before.
Oh,
yeah.
So yeah, most menus are faster with mouse and keyboard.
Because you can just right-click and it auto-connects to one place. And you can move to the room faster with the mouse.
Like this was still faster than with keyboard, with controller.
Yeah. Now we just void out in a location we are never supposed to drop down to, and that skips an entire area into a boss fight. Like you're not never supposed to drop down into the river there. And for some reason there's still a voiding zone and not just out of bounds, so you just spawn on the other side of the river, which is on the other side of the same map, which is very convenient because now we can just go past this whole area and
we should save like 5 minutes.
We never save these woods from
yesterday I'm doing 1.5 an hour mission.
Sunset? No, not sunset, from the eclipse. It's just... Oh well. This seems like not like good place, like this instance, but it has a nice rune which is the time, which increases our distance of dashes and makes them slightly faster. So that's the only reason we enter this instance.
Yeah, also with mouse and keyboard, with the mouse you can like aim more precise. That's why I'm aimed with that.
The fucking bro with this fucking speed person.
Having this rune on costs more mana, but in the end it's still faster to get it and use it and for dashing. I think it's only like a few seconds faster than any percent at this point, but it's still faster.
Yes. It obviously saves way more time than 100% when you have to get it like
50 minutes in. Or 10 minutes in, yeah.
Well, you have to get it for completion too. So.
Oh yeah. Also, we make the game lag by changing the quality, which lets us skip triggers.
Yeah,
one of them being void triggers, so we can void out later. Because this game has like several voids on most maps. So we hit allow once, so we get further on a map. We only use it once in here.
Yeah, what you just saw there was a spell redirect. Maybe you want to explain that?
You basically cast your spell from your back, like you turn around at the specific time, so it's just backwards and the angle is better. But you can only do it at places. Oh, okay, this one is great. So he teleported to an area he was never supposed to be able to teleport to with that teleporter. There's only like 3 places you're able to teleport to, but if you just open the normal map after you choose the location, you can choose any location on the map and it teleports you to that, which is a huge oversight by the devs, actually, but that makes us get everywhere. And we can also leave into the main menu, which makes us able to dupe everything, including us. Which is useful, which you could just see here.
Meet the guys
because
on the way.
if we had second Zia, which is the main character's name, we can go through walls after voiding out every time. So that's how he got to this after the boss fight and finished this area. But he failed the cutscene skip, so we have this cutscene twice. Because as I said, you can dupe everything, including yourself.
Also the Sage that gives you the Earth element, which we need to complete the game.
Well,
and
in our way, we
yes,
don't really complete it. But sure,
there are 4 and we are getting 2.
Now he's gonna do the same thing and teleport to another location that you're not supposed to. You can only go to the ones with like those, I don't know, I can't really show, I guess, like with, what do you call them? With those arrows in the corners. Those are the locations you can usually go to on the map, but because we can just open the map, we can go anywhere.
Yes, and here we used that same glitch we used to duplicate ourselves to skip the intro cutscene of this area.
Oh yeah, you only get dupes if you... it depends on the timing when you load in the first loading screen. And if you load it in early, you just skip the intro cutscene, but don't duplicate anything, which is useful here. Here you just casually can go out of bounds by placing a platform properly, and then you can hit the lava that is in the boss room from out of bounds, which spawns you after the boss, because they, I guess, assumed, yeah, you are past the boss, so just you're past the boss. Which makes us skip everything in this area, and this is the second element we got, and that's it.
That's also the last element, yes.
And we get this to get another rune we need to finish the final area, and to actually be able to kill the boss somewhat fast.
Yeah.
Without it, the boss would take forever.
As you can see in the save corruption.
Run.
Run.
Yeah, there's like some form of save corruption we can do. I can't explain it because I never did it, but that run just basically goes from picking up the book to the end, so you only have that melee spell, which makes it so you fight the boss for 8 minutes, which is, and the other 2 minutes are 1.5 minutes of cutscenes, 30 seconds of walking, and then fighting the boss for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is why it's pretty much a meme category at this point.
Yeah, this is considered the real any %.
Probably need the old them.
This time he
this,
he doesn't
this
interrupt
one which is
the
not
trigger,
connected.
he delays one so he can dash out again and hit the water that you could see earlier. Because the interior is behind this wall to the left
This
out of
one?
bounds of the tent, so he just spawns to the closest safe location once you drop into the water, which you couldn't see because it was just turned black, but yeah. This is a very scary area because enemies deal a lot of damage and...
Usually you die after
Nothing.
picking up the rune,
Yeah,
but
this loses a lot of time if you die before picking up the rune.
yes, so we have
This
to
is-
go there again.
Yeah, that one.
But at
Don't
least now
see
you have
on
almost
Discord.
full health, so
No
you
need
should
watching
die
on the
hopefully,
Twitch and
right?
Twitch is delayed.
I hope I can pull it off.
No, this guy is not in a good place. You cannot, yeah. You cannot use the teleporter while an enemy is standing on top of it for some reason.
I don't know why I'm even wrong warping, because by wrong warping we already unlocked this
Oh
area.
yeah, right, yeah, because that's an actual teleporter that you can just use normally, the intended
I
way.
don't need this.
Maybe need the white one first. Gonna
Yeah,
follow.
and he has to pause to get his camera movement back, otherwise the camera is just gonna be stuck in the after the
Good on
warp.
project and need the
So yeah, if you unpause and unpause, you just get control back of your camera, which is
black dice.
obviously useful.
One is finished on black.
Although you could probably make this blind, but good luck. But yeah, now he has enough health to just get back to the teleporter. And now we are just gonna enter the final area by duplicating ourselves again. But beforehand he has to make a spell which enables us to finish this. Duping ourselves now is also useful
True
because we
sounds
can
key.
gain control in places we shouldn't be able to have control of the character, which you will see soon.
Black plus.
Like, first of all, he's gonna make first Zia move into this corner, and then he's gonna clip her with our new spell. And she can trigger stuff, and now he gained control here, although he shouldn't be able to. But because we're second Zia, we can. And can skip the cutscene of the first fight. And that
No.
cutscene is like
Escape.
30 seconds long, so it's very nice that we can do that. And he's gonna quit out, so he gets rid of double Zia.
Yes, if you would actually continue to the last boss, you would soft lock.
You could do the first phase and then it would soft lock. But we don't want that. But yeah, that the rune that you got last is the one. It's called size, and it makes spells bigger. And if you combine it with an earth platform spell, it makes those blocks, and those blocks can push you through walls, as you can see.
Also, with the turn casting we mentioned earlier, we actually knew this pretty early on, but thought it was impossible to perform
Consistently,
Yeah.
at least. But then someone, Turoth King, figured out that you can do it consistently by casting and turning at a specific time, which always pushes, or like almost always pushes you. So now it's very consistent. We can just go through all these areas.
Underground?
These are supposed to be like fighting arenas, and they are very terrible and long. So it's nice that we can just skip them.
Sometimes they don't behave that. But this was fun.
And this is the last one, and then we just fight the final boss,
Awesome.
and we're done.
Underground?
Oh, come on. There we go.
Nice. So for the last
Please show off
boss,
the bottom right pot, just for fun.
yeah, like you want to get health? No.
This one just drops down for some reason. We don't know why. It just has no collision. It's the only pot in this place. I think it also in the first room it's the same one that just drops down. Because they just copied the first room as well.
So for this boss, we have a manipulation. We just move in circles around him until he throws a rock, and then we use the fire spell.
Behind us.
The fire platform spell, basically. Which just is a fire trail that continuously does damage. He has way more attacks, but if you circle around him in this specific spot and wait for those 2 spells, he will never do anything else.
Also,
which makes this fight very boring, but fast.
Yes. Also, the ground starts
really?
The ground starts
disappearing
collapsing,
now.
yeah, and if he does other things, one of them being dashing away, he can be above one of those holes, which makes it so you cannot hit him with your fire trail. And we don't have any other spell that deals continuous damage, so if that would happen, this fight can go very wrong.
Yes.
But it shouldn't go wrong, so as long as he just circles around properly and doesn't go too close.
And we get full health here to make this fight safer. You can do it with less.
I think let's go under.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
too
and
risky
if
for
you kill
a
him
marathon.
fast enough, sometimes it just takes like a second to understand, oh wait, I should be up in the air to do my weird puzzle.
You see me? The fusion here.
So if you couldn't tell, this is the gimmick of the boss. Every quarter of his health, you have to solve one of the puzzles.
And it's unskippable. So we have to go through all 4 phases in every single category.
Actually, if you collect like a bit more items, there are also like runes. There are also some that require you to do puzzles, but we never do those in any percent, only in 100%. But even those you can mostly clip through.
Yeah, like halfway into the run, you can basically clip through every one.
So yeah, this was like almost it. Time is coming up soon after the cutscene. Usually you have to press the lever here after the cutscene, but we allow just quitting out because what follows is a 5-minute credits without...
Actually more than 5, it's almost 10 minutes of credits that are not skippable.
And it's really tedious, and we go by in-game time, so...
We don't want to go through 10 minutes of credits to just see our in-game time, so we just allow to stop the time before the last actual input, which should never take long.
Time.
So time, yeah, right.
Sorry. So, 21:26.
Way better than my run at speedrun, so...
Well, it improved a bit better.
Yeah, but not that much, but still.
Yeah, that's like almost all the time losses, the death and the flower failure.
It's actually all the time loss, pretty much. For a marathon, this was very, very nice, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
the incentive got met, right?
Yes.
For the glitch exhibition. Yeah. Yes. All right.
Cool. So thank you for donating for that. I have some saves prepared for this. We are going to start off with this one.
Sounds funny.
So just replacing it, and this doesn't update.
But the file is replaced, so it should load us into the right area, hopefully. If it doesn't,
so
something's wrong.
Do we have a timer for this, or do I just go?
Just go.
Okay. So yeah, I actually
just show it. Don't say anything. just show it. Where are you going?
The first one actually, you were seeing what I did with the flower in the run, and you can actually do that differently too. Like, can you come please? Thanks.
Oh.
There's an item called an Scarab that you can just buy for 50 green soul beads, and it also...
It revives you and also gives you air walking for some reason.
And you don't even have to do anything for that.
It just gives you air walking for a few seconds. We don't know. It's just there.
And the next one, I'm I'm gonna first drop down for some reason.
Well, you're getting hit by these goblins.
Can you? I think. Can it work?
No.
Please.
Probably it would
No.
be speaking.
I think.
Koski.
Okay, this should be fine.
Sure,
Sometimes
so
takes a bit.
Why is it not working? Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
This spear is special.
Yes.
In a way. If it works, you'll see what's happening. Come on.
Can it please?
Maybe it's not today? Come on.
They patched it. We actually play on a down
No one more
patched
from this
version.
map is showed this
Oh yeah,
class.
because of the pause
Project.
buffering. You can do it without down patching, but it's way harder.
No, check.
Because you have to spam 2 buttons
Yeah,
and
right now.
okay, you can
yeah.
just zip somewhere with the spear sometimes. It only works on the spear and it can go in any direction.
Yeah, it is like the direction you're facing.
Is it? I never tried
Yes,
it more than once, so I
click
don't know.
here. They show
I tried
black
it actually
to
this
ski.
morning. So
Black
I
to ski.
think this is a good next one.
But yeah, we were talking about the down patching. On down
Yeah.
patching, you just have to
It's locked.
hold
It's
the
probably
one
either
key
doing
for the menu to open and just spam
two
the
of them
other key and
first
it will
open this,
reopen
like
the
I showed
menu
double
frame
lock.
perfectly.
So
Target
this is an
unlock
area
or
we completely skipped, usually mandatory. And these are stairs, but there's an elevator right here.
Which one?
There's
And
just
you
a hole in
can
the
take it up again. And
hole there. We never noticed
Yeah,
it
and I'm open.
because we never
That
just
is
run through there and dash. But I, for some reason,
I don't
just
know.
once
This show is target
went down
info
there
or
and
something.
noticed,
I
wait,
don't
I'm just going
Yeah.
downwards slowly, and just stood still and suddenly dropped into the ground.
so the next one is you can actually carry these runes through other inputs. Like I just placed this here.
But it's not connected.
But it's not connected. It's just
visually.
Safe house.
As you can see
visually
on this
standing
part.
anywhere. So
It's just
you
a
can
visual glitch.
you can get it again, but then if you drop it off somewhere, it disappears.
Check that.
So yeah,
Stuff
that's
now.
this one.
I think you should just.
I think the next
One
one is this.
Yeah, ever wanted to play blindfolded, but not actually be
Swap
blindfolded?
damage.
You can do this in this game. Hopefully you can get it your first try.
Yeah, it's
Please.
actually not that easy.
Yeah, this takes
to
a
pull
while,
off.
but once he gets it, if you want to play blindfolded without having to use the blindfold, this is the game just for you.
So we are using this
Texture lagging and dashing to bypass triggers to get to the last trigger possible.
On the solid black. Yes,
This might take a while. Oh. One more should be fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Nice. So I died.
We have two menus now, the dying menu and the actual menu. But if you continue now, and you respawn without any textures, so you can play
It
this
is
map
actually
blindfolded.
the area we are in. Like you
Yeah.
can
They'll
talk to
give me
stuff
fucking shotguns.
and
But you
play
don't see
blindfold.
anything. But once you leave the area, this effect is gone.
For the
But yeah,
times.
you can technically do one area
The
at a
chest
time blindfolded if you want
Didn't
to.
give
without
any
having
weapon
an
like
actual
a sniper, pistol, nothing.
Yeah.
Just fucking shotguns. All the time shotguns.
So the next one. I
What is
think
the
is
wrong
this.
with these guys? Is they like the
You
shotguns?
have to explain this on your own because I don't know how this works.
Yes, I actually found this quite early because well, it can happen to you casually.
For now is I don't know. Most of the
So-
time the stuff is when I destroy the guns,
What
they
we
show
are
me
doing is,
the components
we
is
are
probably not
queuing
coming
up
because
a
we got
pop-up
full.
menu, like
and I'm
this one,
doing
but
destroy
actually
and it don't give
pause
me
and
nothing.
exit to main menu. And
Sell
so
it now?
we have like our health bar and mana in the main menu, and
Which one is the souls?
yeah, if we were to re-enter the save, like all loading zones are gone. But if we now exit to main menu, in the main menu, we... Alright. Why didn't that
the
work?
text should appear for this area, because
Yeah.
the actual main menu is a map on the map, but it doesn't show, and it has a funny text that actually is in-game, but it doesn't show for some reason.
Yes, like this worked just before the run. Weird, but I'm not going to do this again, but another one. But you actually need to close the game because...
oh yeah, you cannot uncorrupt your save without closing
Yes.
and reloading the game.
So we are just going to start the game for one last glitch. We're going to show. I should have reloaded the save earlier.
That's okay.
So this one.
Oh, this. Yeah.
For centuries.
So
this one also takes a while to set up, so we need like a minute, I think, around a minute and a half, right?
Yeah, that's about right. There's a rune in this game that's called homing, and you actually attract items this way.
Actually, not all of the items. There's like
Yeah.
only 2 of these purple orbs that you can attract, I think, or 3, not sure.
Yeah, 2 or
And
3, that's about
you
right.
can attract actually every barrel that's breakable though, besides some specific exploding ones. But yeah, this orb is attractable.
This is like used in casual play to increase your mana and health. And it also gives a pop-up when you collect it.
But you can do funny things with pop-up animations, as you have already seen in the run. Oh well, you haven't seen it really, but yeah, you can do funny things with pop-ups and interrupting them in ways.
Change the spell real quick. Actually, yeah, okay, this is fine. So we are just going to do this puzzle again. You saw that in the run. And
grabbing this before pop-ups comes up, and now we can walk while in a cutscene. And if you're in a cutscene and walking, you don't lose height. So
yeah, we go up here and down,
we
and
can
now
fly, but we cannot interrupt this. And we can go anywhere we want on this map at this point.
yes. Actually, right here is a funny spot.
Oh, yeah, right. This is
And now we're
basically
here.
this was basically a void warp, but without actually.
Yeah, and the load zone is gone. You can go anywhere.
It's not gone. You're just too high. You go down here, so you just.
I don't think you can actually trigger that.
No, you can't. But you're also just too high for this one.
Probably. Also, like, there's another void. But yeah, you also can't get out of this state anymore. And
this is why we just show it here, because you cannot use this anywhere. Otherwise, it might have become useful.
Have to alter for the game, but yeah, I think
that was it, right?
Yeah, that's it for the glitch exhibition. And thanks for Drunken Shoe for commentating, because this game is actually quite difficult to play and commentate at the same time.
Yes, I can. Yes, it is.
And if you want to start to run this game, as you've seen, this game is short. Just come say hi. We have a Discord.
Or add us on Discord and just DM us.
Yes.
We are fine with this. So yeah, if anyone wants to learn this, just ask.
Yeah. So
also, if you want to learn it here, just ask one of us and we'll teach it here.
Drunken Shoe already taught it.
I taught one person, yeah.
So yeah, this is it. Thanks for having us, ESA.
Thank you.
Are you tired of playing video games the old, boring, fashioned way? Well, friends, I'm Ted Nansen from Ted Nansen's Used Car and Auto, and I'm here today to tell you about an amazing new invention that will change your life forever. That's right, I'm talking about Crowd Control, the #1 in the universe Twitch extension app that will allow your Twitch chat to control your video game experience in real time as you play it. Maybe they'll send you some hearts or some power-ups, but let's be honest, they'll probably try to kill you. Anyway, we got all kinds of support for all sorts of games. We got Pokemon and Super Mario World and Legend of Green Mario, Link to the Past, and Dark Souls and Blood Souls and Darkborn and Polybius and Time Waster, and all your favorite games are all here on Crowd Control. Plus, you can get 50 coins, that's this many, for signing up for free just to try it out and troll all your friends. But take it from me, Ted Nansen, I would never send a boss pass right at you, but somebody else might. So get on in Crowd Control before they do it and help your favorite streamers have more fun with their games.
Come to Ted Nansen's guys.
Hey there, how you doing? ESA 2019 secondary stream. So I'm Bamboo Shadow, and I'm joined by my lovely wife, aka Lemonade.
Hi everyone.
And I'm also joined by a guy that needs no introduction.
Hi, I'm TGH. What's up?
For those who don't know him yet. So we're gonna be running 100% today, and I don't know if guys can get you guys for a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go! Thank you.
Okay, so Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX was released in 1998, I believe?
Yes.
5 years after the original Link's Awakening, which was in black and white for the Game Boy Pocket. Yeah, so. Alright, so this is 100%, which is you cannot, there is a rule, you cannot wrong warp, you cannot go out of bounds. Wrong warping is basically, so you can't wrong warp, which means you go through a screen transition or a door to the submap, underworld, or whatever, and it has to take you where you are intended to go.
Yeah.
Long story short, out of bounds, you cannot be more than one tile away from a tile that's normally accessible without glitches. And 100% means you get all unique items, you fill out your inventory completely, you get all the pictures, you complete all the dungeons, of course, and something else that I'm forgetting.
We gotta get a tuning upgrade,
Yes.
and yeah, but I guess that's actually it. So that's also one of the differences between original Link's Awakening and the DX version, that you have to collect these 12 pictures that you actually can check in your menu. And right off the bat, we're going to start doing something called rupee duping.
Yes, yeah, so rupee duping
that's
is
a lot of fun if you're doing RTA attempts.
So there's one already, pretty good luck.
Nice.
So yeah, you notice that he got more rupees than actually appeared on the screen there. What happens is he's holding out his shield, and when you do that, and you stand in a very precise position, the rupee actually hits your shield and you at the same time, and it gives you 2 rupees. And that was actually
really
pretty good luck,
RNG,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to save and quit and go back to his own house, and hopefully we'll find the rupee pretty quickly in the grass here and go up and do some shopping. Quote-unquote shopping.
Yeah. We can go to the shop where we're on.
Oh yeah, all seashells as well. Actually, no, only need 20.
20
only
of
need
the
20
26,
seashells,
yeah, because we only need them to get the level 2 sword. So, yeah, right off the bat, we are not buying anything. We're gonna steal. Don't do this at home, kids. And the shopkeeper isn't very pleasant because of that. So
yeah, so far, yeah, good life lessons here. We've done get-rich-quick schemes, and we've done stealing from shops. A good combination of life. But yeah, so if you stand basically right there and wait for a minute, and if you time it correctly, the shopkeeper will just not be able to see you leave, and you can get away with stealing there.
yeah, it's a little RNG on how quickly he turns up. But you know, after you've done this a couple of times, you figure it out how to do it. And really hard mini game here.
We have a really trendy game here. It's actually called Trendy Game.
Yeah.
So
Fingers crossed.
Precise timing there to get the powder. That's no problem. Good stuff. Good stuff.
First try. Thank you. Whew, that was actually shout outs to Stanner 93. Our boy Stanner. Yeah, he's like a legend when it comes to doing that. So like we did that so we get the shovel and the bow really soon into the game, way sooner than we are usually supposed to.
Yeah,
And going for the second seashell there. like we said, we're gonna pick up 20 of those to get the level 2 shield, and right off the bat I'm gonna try to do something called a bomb trigger. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, nice, perfect. So, what that does is usually the owl comes in flying here. But since I was able to pause like 0 pixels away from the screen transition, I was able to buffer out of the menu, drop a bomb, and since I dropped the bomb during the screen transition, the game lets me sort of drop 2 bombs simultaneously. That lets the game freak out, and for whatever reason that plays cutscenes. So let's see if I can do this again. Oh, nice.
Nice.
That was pretty good. So that also skipped the cutscene with Taryn going crazy and becoming human again, because he went into the forest, ate the mushroom, became the, what you call him? The raccoon.
Oh, the raccoon, yeah. Yep, and you notice that he, when he saved and quit, he went back to the house that he entered, the dog, the mini Bow Wow, the Bow Wow Jr. Their house. Because when you save and quit, you go back to the last place you switched submaps. And by submap, what I mean by submap, I mentioned it before, is so everything in this game has so there's the overworld map, and then there's the underworld map, which includes all the dungeons on that submap.
Yeah, so like the Dark House is actually pretty much the reason why we banned Wrong Warp, because that way you can access that map, and also bamboos coming in. Yo, nice.
Nice.
Don't forget the seashell over here. So yeah, that's why this is sort of like you could say no major glitches, even though there are like some sort of really game-breaking glitches in there. Like the bomb triggers you just saw, we're gonna use that really, really often. Just because they're so, they're so helpful when it comes to, skipping a lot of stuff, of course. And even though we don't need them that desperately in 100%, because we're actually going to get the Ocarina with all 3 songs, it's still helpful to have them, like saving a little time there and every now and then. And talking about OP items like the bomb, we're also going to get the first OP item, aka the Rock's Feather.
Yeah, so there's a reason that you're not allowed to play too many 2D Zelda games. I think this game and the Oracle games are the only ones that you can. Because Nintendo, I think they realized that how broken the feather was. So that feather is going to allow us to do pretty cool things, especially one coming up pretty soon here.
I sort of screwed up my trick there by letting me damage boost through that screen, so I hope I am not dying here. If I die, it's not too bad, because Dungeon 1 is really really short.
Yeah, so right there, Bamboo actually did something called a super jump. Wall clipping in this game, so you can clip into a wall just by walking into the side of it, like that, and then doing that. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so he's alright, he's a professional. So yeah, very nicely done. That mini boss, very difficult. Okay. Right. Yeah, so by clipping into a wall, and jumping, and swinging your sword in the opposite direction, you can jump over.
I went to do jump
Would you be baptized?
Right near the door, though. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We're getting our first instrument, the Full Moon Cello. Don't ask me to name every instrument in the game.
Amen.
But this is the Full Moon Cello.
Actually, in the German version, it's the seashell. Yeah, it's interesting that they changed the names
Holy Ghost
translations.
Yeah, there are a lot of translations. Some of them are a little bit
explicit, yeah. We're running the explicit version, the Japanese 1.0. We're talking about versions, yeah. And there are also some glitches that were like sort of fixed in the later versions, like for example, super jumping got nerfed, and the bomb arrows, which are actually intended, I believe. There was always discussion whether bomb arrows would be intended or not. You saw me using a bomb arrow in Dungeon 1, opening that one cracked wall to get that one seashell. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're playing on a Japanese 1.0 cartridge. Of course, on original hardware. That's
Yep. So you notice that Bama is actually killing some enemies on the way here.
Oh.
Getting.
And all his palms.
Correctly.
Yeah. So killing enemies in this game, there's there's an item in this game, or two items are actually, I believe, unique to this game as a whole. The Guardian Acorn and the Piece of Power.
Exactly.
The Piece of Power comes when you
And all his palms.
I'm still gonna use that one. Free. Right now I'm just killing enemies to be sure to not take any hits, you know, it's just more convenient. But on the way to Dungeon Free, we're gonna kill 30 enemies up until we enter Dungeon Free, and there we're gonna get the Piece of Power because it makes the boss kill a little quicker. So this is one thing of the 100% category. We're gonna talk to that little mouse or rat or whatever you have it. And he wants to take a photograph. Fun fact, if you say like no to him 7 times, he doesn't want to accept that, and he keeps pushing you towards that red carpet and knocks you out. Just because he's so eager to get your photograph. And it's like really mandatory that we get it right now because we are gonna have to start the photo quest to actually collect the pictures. Except for that one picture where you are a thief, because the thief quest we already did that. We're not gonna go to the shop a second time. So right now, commencing with the story, we're gonna rescue Bow Wow, which is actually a Jane Chomp. A lot of cameos in this game from the Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, so fun fact, Bow Wow, which is the friend we're about to collect here, can eat enemies, I believe?
Yes.
Yes, and in any percent, no saving quit, wrong or out of bounds, you actually keep Bow Wow for the entire run. However, in 100%, we're actually going to deliver Bow Wow back at one point. In order to get, I believe it's Marin. It has something to do with Marin.
Yeah, we have to get the photographs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bow Wow needs to behave here. There we go. That was alright.
That wasn't too bad. Bow Wow can be a dick, and he can be waiting like till forever.
There's a lot of RNG in this game, for sure, and that's just a piece of it.
Yeah, and also what we just did there before we entered D2, we did a flop clip, which is like squeezing through that one rock where you're not supposed to squeeze through, obviously. And shoutouts to Flockdior, which is a Swedish speedrunner for this game. He did great work on finding like so many glitches for this game, including the infamous HSS skip for Oracle Seasons. He's a great glitch hunter. He basically have seen the matrix of this game, so he figured out so much stuff. And yeah, he also found that small trick where you can like use a text box to squeeze through between certain sections.
No i gdzie jest reszta drużyny? Halo, żółwiu. Panie organizator, co się dzieje?
Co? Ja organizator?
No.
Znaj.
To pisz tam do całej kurwa tej śmietanki i lecimy.
Przecież jest większość ludzi.
No, większość.
Ale muszą być wszyscy.
No właśnie.
Wszyscy.
Ilu nas jest? No tak, no jeszcze brakuje Snajda i Crownego. Pół. O Jezus.
O, jest Znaj. Ja.
No dobra, jeszcze tylko ten śmietnik.
No jak tam? Są już wszyscy?
Śmietnika nie ma tylko.
Jestem.
Gzy, wziąłem gzy, panie.
Znowu to gówno, nie? Zawsze mogła być kartka, nie? Podzielę się z tobą pół na pół, jak zaczniesz grać, nie? Normalnie.
Nie, chyba raczej odpadnę. Zobaczymy. A co ty masz, ten cirklet czy koifa?
Cirklet. Chciałbym. Chciałbym.
Jest jo.
Jest.
Wjeżdża, czarny.
Siema Snide, co tam się odjebało?
No,
Ej, ziomeczku, nam nie jest tak...
Kurwa mać!
Nie, nie.
Od kogo się odbiłem?
Dobra, przepraszam za
Serio?
kolegę, nie?
Kurwa, serio? Kurwa, naprawdę?
Ja pierdolę, nie.
Jebany downie.
No odbiłem się od kogoś.
No to tam krąg z Arionem, to sobie piąteczkę możecie zbić, nie?
A co z nim?
No, też se wczoraj wyszedł.
Aha.
Tylko, że z bossa, w trakcie.
Aha.
Ej, włożymy się w odwasu Spicy i chuj.
Ja pierdolę.
Kurwa, downie.
No sorry.
Dobra, co robimy?
A wy nie zbijecie beze mnie?
Nie da rady.
Ile kosztują te device'y?
20k? 23?
Muszę 10 mieć.
Weź, złożymy się. Dostaniesz po jednym.
Ja ty jest, co może kupić.
Dziękwiz.
To chuj ci chodzi, przecież się słowem nie odezwałem nawet.
A to kto to powiedział?
No kurwa żółw, a kto? Ty na chuj się prujesz do mnie.
Przepraszam, Adrianku.
No właśnie.
A FWP wbija?
Loguj tam FWP, tylko nie...
Przepraszam, kochany, już więcej nie będę. Nie bij mnie jak coś. Gdzie on tu jest? Gdzie jest Kazor? No, tu jest. Aha, Boże, jeszcze skończyły mi się te kryształy. Ale to i tak chyba czekałem na kogoś, czy nie?
No,
Prawda?
dla ciebie.
Aha.
Dobra, to idę zapalić w takim razie. Jeszcze.
Jezu Chryste.
Czemu mnie to nie dziwi?
Sam waste przez was normalnie.
Ja tam bańka na profit po dzisiejszych WZ-ach, także nie narzekam.
A co ci poleciało?
No jakiś scale of coś tam, jakiś gówno za 1 kk.
A jutro jak co, tylko szóstkę dalej chcecie robić, czy coś się zmieniło?
Ty poczekaj, jak ty teraz odpalisz kryształ... A, to do 8 już, no dobra, to nieważne. Chyba tak?
Mhm.
Dobra, to okej, git.
No nie, no, ja tak jak mówiłem, że jak tylko szóstkę chcecie robić, ja nie idę.
Dobra, macie kryształów na tyle?
Tak.
Żółwie ma. Dobra, zapalę.
Też mam.
Ultimate... Ale co?
Spiryty.
A, no, dobra.
Podszedł.
Złapie i
Spoko.
A mogę kupić tutaj na Gnomach?
Nie wiem, zapytaj się.
Trate. Ultimate. Nie mogę. Może w depo jakiś mam.
W markecie gościu. Czy wy zawsze musimy uciekać?
Zamknij się tam. I ja się mogę zaraz wylogować i tyle będziesz miał z tego.
Kurwa, co tam się dzieje?
Tu żółw przerzuca te swoje śmieci spod biurka.
Śmieciu.
To co, robimy czwartą podejście o 4 w nocy, nie?
Tak.
Or device 10. Dobra. Mam nadzieję, że trapa nie będzie.
Już?
O.
Robimy WZ później jeszcze? Nie WZ, tylko goldy? Po tym?
No raczej nie.
Dawaj, no ale to na Borona chociaż możesz wskoczyć, nie?
No, Barona możemy skończyć. Dobra, chodźcie.
A kto chciał te poty?
FP. Tylko nie wejdź w TPK. Dobrze.
To ja mogę sobie wejść w TPK.
Kurwa, od kogo się odbiłem?
Żartuję, co?
Kurwa, jesteście cali.
Misteringa masz? Ten?
Nie, zaraz mi rzucisz. Albo rzuć teraz. I się mu zrobi na ekranie.
Czekaj, muszę go. Czekaj, dobra, chodź, biegniemy. Znajdę go backpacku drugiego.
Wyjeb go w locie po prostu.
Kogo?
Ciebie.
Przyzwyczaiłem się, że mnie ludzie oprytają na lata. I to był taki biedny.
To powiedz, nie?
Nie, spoko, już na miejscu ci tam go rzucę, bo szukam backpacku. Bo mi się drugi jej zgubił.
Dobra.
O, potwory to są. Biją.
Jest obok kryształu, tego dużego kryształu.
Dobra, dankę.
Gdzie jesteś? Tu jesteś. Masz.
A, no tak, dobra, dzięki. Okej.
Dobra.
Pyk, pierścionek, dobra, odpalajcie.
Wszyscy są?
Chyba, nie wiem.
Kurwa, ty.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
U hapeków mam 100 tylko, nie? Mam nadzieję, że stygnie.
No u HP to ja nie mam.
Nie, powinno starczyć, mam jeszcze te Supreme, jak coś, no chuj tam starczy.
Chodzimy.
Jest już?
To teraz mogę w teleport wejść?
Uspokój się.
To ogólnie drażliwy temat, nie poruszaj go.
No to wchodzę w teleport. Hello?
Dobra, niech mi rzuci ktoś awa, bo mam 5 sztuk, kurwa, tylko przy sobie.
Wszystko trzeba sponsorować tym amatorom. Masz, rzucili ci już.
Dzięki. No i pijemy tego
Ty
śmietnika.
coś z tego awa w ogóle bijesz?
No po 150 tam wejdzie, bez kryta. Zawsze coś.
Ona może zrobić.
Co jest, kurwa, ponad 6 tur go biliśmy. Ja pierdolę. Ja słona nie mam, na cooldownie mam. Jakoś kurwa mi się wydaje, że lepiej schodzi niż poprzednio.
Slight level view.
Tak.
Ta, odrobiłeś deskę?
No coś ty, ja nie gram nigdy w ten dzień, co się wypierdolę.
Już jest następny dzień, nie?
No właśnie.
Bez kitu, już po 12, Dawid.
Idziemy na korby.
Nie, nigdy nie idzie.
Gościu, dawaj.
Chyba na Allegro.
Gościu, dawaj.
Nie.
No, odstrzył się, wariacie.
Właśnie miło było.
Kurwa, 7 turbo teraz napierdaliśmy. Jezus.
To co, idziemy na 4?
Myślę, że można, jak najbardziej.
No jak cooldown jest.
Sam jesteś.
Czy w sensie spadł.
Kurwa, miski przypadkiem.
Boże. Dajcie mi knajpę z rękami.
Światło to...
Mario,
Kurde,
Mario,
już wiem.
zejdź z kratki.
Już wiem. Mów to.
Kurwa.
Przestań palić. Brawo.
Naprawione.
Takiego knajta walczyłem. Kiedy mamy Shreda? Który masz?
Nieduży.
No.
Ile jeszcze? Ze 3-4 tury, nie?
O, może więcej trochę. Chyba, że zacznę ultitować.
Nie, przestań, kurwa, mordo, po chuj.
Wiem, szkoda many.
Pewnie, że to.
Się tylko przyjąłem po profit.
Kurwa, za długo to trwa.
No, trochę.
Ty czuć u ciebie ten brak tego łeka lodowego, nie?
O, może tak być.
On robi roboty tutaj przy tych lawach, nie?
A żółw czemu wave'ów nie bije?
Wiesz, ile co many zabiera?
Ale wiesz, ile to damage'a dodaje? Kościół.
Przyszedłem na profit, a nie kurwa się waste'ować.
To zabierz, a profit jak się okaże, że nie zbijemy.
Nie no, zbijemy, mamy jeszcze 6 minut.
Dobra, to ja wychodzę.
Z czym się wrycie?
Dzisiaj z piątki wyszedłem wcześniej, nie?
No, Snipe, powiem ci, że ja byłem prawie za tobą. Mi zostało to...
Czemu wy żeście
No,
tam z góry? Chuj tam chodziło.
co?
Czemu wy tam się z góry odsuwaliście? Chuj tam chodziło.
Właśnie nie wiem, o co z nim...
Czemu wszyscy
O co tam poszło, że dokładnie, nagle kurwa wszyscy, nie wiem, stwierdzili, że wychodzą stamtąd. A ja kurde zostałem strapowany ze slimami i jaro.
Ja też dostałem, a ja klikałem tego.
No tak, no ty... Ale to coś jeszcze później działo po twojej desce, to dopiero było parodia.
Ktoś jeszcze padł?
Nie, no tylko Snipe.
To nie gram w tą grę.
Ja 2 potrawki zużyłem.
Nie potrafię tej piątki bić, więc niech jej kurwa nie robią.
A ja już też tam nie chodzę.
Ja nie mam zamiaru.
Spierdalać z tą piątką jebaną. Będę tam chodził z givebacków rzucał, kurwa, żeby im zepsuć. Stanę przy typeku i będę napierdalał givebacki, chuj.
Jajca.
Chujnia. Czekaj, Arian, rzucę ci ten, masz? Żółw... O. Tu biegłeś. Czekaj, masz tarczę żółwiu?
Dobra, zaraz wrzucam tego screena żałosnego.
No, to git locik, nie?
No, taki 2 na 10.
Fajnie, żeśmy sobie WZ-ki zrobili, hajsik zarobiony, elegancko, kurwa. Czego chcieć więcej, ja pierdolę.
Dobra, co, szybkie oberony i...
No i jeszcze paczka na korbach, nie?
No to wykręcie co tam.
Dobra, daj mi te poty, ile mi zostało.
Żółw musi druida wyboostować. O, żółw ma druida, a ty masz palka.
No ale żółw ma 160 druida, ja mam 8 palka.
To najpierw ci musi pomóc bić trochę.
No, git.
Tylko strata czasu.
Czemu?
No, 3 razy po tym, nie wiem, 20 minut. To godzina wyjęta z... No tak, no godzina wyjęta z życia, o to mi chodzi.
Kurwa, jak się tak zbierasz jak jakiś down, no to coś...
Chodzisz teleport, kurwa. Ty Vice 2 razy płacisz, kurwa, żeby wejść. Ty 20 device'ów na ważną na szóstkę.
Żółw, ja tam chyba sobie pójdę bestiarę robić na kobrę.
A? Dawaj. Już było takie wiem.
No ale ja po bestiarę to ja nie muszę mieć expa. Ani lota nawet.
Się kurwa nadajesz gość.
No a jak? Pójdę w party z temem. Karlin. Jest.
Z Wałkiem idź, bo on ma podobno 109 level.
Przebijać
No,
się prawda.
I przebija
Z
90%.
Wałkiem też mogę pójść. No ale on ma cały czas włączone preje na damage albo na lot. Czy no głównie właśnie na damage ma połączone.
Tak jak ma na damage, to w ogóle nie chce tam Tibia skasuje z komputera, nie?
No ale no wtedy właśnie takich lamusów jak Tem czy Tsune może na luzie przebijać.
Chyba jeszcze nie miał tego damage'a, jak biegał za mną już.
Może nie ma, nie wiem. Gdzie jest Tokrum?
Co to kurwa za zamykanie, czyli na klucz, kurwa się.
Wycinanie. Nowy.
O, to mnie zajebało teraz.
No, uważaj, uważaj.
Dawid. Uważaj, bo tibijskie szlaki są kruche.
Tego mówiłem, że kurwa nie lubię grać, się pierdolę. Były jakieś trapy porobione, kurwa nie podoba mi się to. No i chuj zamknąłem się, no. Z balkonami nie
Ja też. Ja też, kurwa, Żółwi, gdzie jesteś? Co?
Patrzę na VIPy.
Gdzie ty jesteś, Wiki?
No kurwa, przy wejściu.
Ja też ja jestem pod drabinką, a zaraz biję
Pierdziele. Żół, gdzie jesteś?
Jestem w stanie tego zbić.
Już go zbijam.
Spiął się kurwa przy tych... Kurwa, majtringi. Lecz mnie. Z jednym stoisz?
A, najwyżej te pierdolę drugi raz.
Dobra, dawaj, idź. O, się kurwa zamykali, nie?
Jak parcele jebane.
Ja wszedłem, nie? I od razu przebiegłem. Ja nie wiem, co to za...
Ja też nie wiem, jak to robią. No dobra, ja spadam na razie.
Esa.
Kurwa, chuj, jeszcze mi się tam wyjebał, nie? Na wyjściu to by było też dobrze.
Wiku, idziesz drugim harem na obrona?
Idę.
Chociaż
Nie, do nie dobiegnę, to już zrobicie. To róbcie już.
Jak my biegniemy dopiero.
Ale jestem na Scarlet teraz akurat.
No.
Może kolejka będzie. Czekam.
Nie ma nikogo. Wilku, biegniesz?
Nie, ja biłem palkiem, wiesz? Bo jak czekałem na WZ, to mówię.
Edykiem wiesz?
Tak.
A, no to dobra. To co? Wiemy?
Dalej. Co on, kurwa? Przecież eksetnąłem go od razu, jak się pojawi. No ruszy tam pizdę? O. Końcu.